and they bombed it. Establish the military. Be prepared to go against it.
This is number one, almost like my number one.
Who? No, it's not. Not at all. No, yours is listen. Yours is the first thing you would establish is rules, and the first rule is listen to action.
No,
that's not
remove the people that's gonna argue as to why we don't need certain people in. That's gonna threaten what the fuck we trying to do.
How you gonna remove the entire United States?
No, I'm removing the people that's still stuck in America mentally. That's gonna tell us, hey, they're not that bad. Just let some of them in. Oh,
what? You gotta watch the movie, actually.
Not something great.
That nigga said it's not, but you don't move.
He raped the bitch.
Fuck, boom, nigga.
No, he say that one woman to rape his child is that kid.
Yeah, that's gross.
So for sure, that's not the topic.
No,
it's for sure not the topic.
The topic right now, shit. Fuck it.
Let me get on.
C didn't introduce himself.
For sure. So the topic is
Who up for that?
You start your own civilization, start a military. Go ahead.
If I start my own civilization military, all right. I'm gonna try to get somehow, some way, the science and the expressions of nanobites and melanin together. And I have melanated nanobites.
Oh.
And I will, build my own universe with melanated nanobites.
Like cities?
Yeah. To a point where it could be straight a biological threat. Like I release my toxin of melanated nanobites, and everybody becomes genuine.
All right.
I like how you came off the cuff with that, though. That's saucy, bro.
I'm the best freestyler here. I'm the best improver here as well.
It was distraction.
Bring it first. See, right there,
Sin, I got a topic now. Why didn't you do that in the group chat, bro?
You know what? Right.
Why are you doing that in the middle of topics right now?
In the middle of your topics at that.
That is real shitty. Because like you doing that caused a whole domino effect of distractions to happen.
I have a topic.
I know stand as a man, AP.
I have a topic. Why AP still ain't made my jacket?
Oh, straight up. You making all these jackets.
What? So he had the time.
I wear my hard
nigga, prototype and stuff. Like,
wear
my
shield on my sleeve.
So he had the time to make it.
He did. He really did. No, he did have time.
Was it a shirt, bro? You see? It's like bricks. Bricks. Those bricks.
Oh, you still on your mind?
No, we on to the next topic now.
Oh, okay.
Was it 30?
Were we on my 30 minutes?
Ain't nobody started at 30.
Oh, that's
Oh, shit. Okay.
Hell no.
We get to the main topics now.
One of y'all did when y'all 30. I'm letting y'all know right now.
You came in 30 minutes late.
How? It's 7:30.
God, that's what I'm saying, nigga. That's why you don't run the show. You don't know what time the show started.
You start at 7. He starts at 7:30.
For sure, fam. It's on you, Ashley.
Oh, my topic?
I thought you said you had a topic. Oh, you did.
Oh, no, I do have topic. Is it my, if it's my turn, we can go.
The 30 minutes has started.
All right. So my topics are about appearance and how people are treated based on it. So my first topic was about like your thoughts on cosmetic surgery and why certain body parts are okay and others have a stigma behind it. Like, what are your thoughts, or do you hold a stigma behind certain body parts being surgery cosmetic? Like, do you personally hold a bias, or do you see why people might hold a bias? Cosmetic means it's not.
I know. That's why I would like that. In case they don't know, you can explain.
Yeah, because to me, I mean, well, not to me, but definition-wise, is basically surgeries that's done by a personal elective is not because of a medical issue, dental issue, anything like that. So you're just doing it because you want to do it. Cosmetic surgery can range from getting a butt lift to getting braces. Getting teeth removed and surgically implanted new ones. So that's cosmetic surgery as well. Both hold a different type of stigma. Or do you feel like it does? What you say?
Shit, give it to the face.
Anything. So, because some people say, oh, she just don't love herself because she got her nose done. But then they'll say someone that, I don't know, when it got veneers, no one says, oh, you got your teeth done because you don't love yourself.
It's interesting because people of that world, they consider it body modification.
Some people do.
Well, yeah, because it's an actual world out there of people who look at it as an art.
That's why
Right.
they end up looking
Because
that.
for us, I seen a weekend.
No, I heard about it.
Oh, yeah.
And that's one of the things. It's like, all right, it could be. Is it done for out of self pity? Was it done out of self hate, or is it really an art form? Is it something that you really see as something artistic?
Yeah.
I think that, can I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that when you say, is it from self-pity, I think a lot of times, and this is coming from a woman, I'm a whole ass woman.
She had to confirm. All womanized. Trust me.
He said you are all womanized, trust me. Oh, shit.
Oh, y'all follow my Never mind.
No.
A nice
So anyway, when you said is it from self-pity, I do believe that sometimes it is. Other times, and this is for me, just knowing people that have done it, they do it because of the pressure of what they see online. So a lot of times, I'm not gonna say self-pity, I'll say more of I would say self-hate. A lot of people look at the bodies of I'm gonna say Kim Kardashian, for example. It's a lot of people that idolize her and her look overall, and it's like, why would you want hella ass on two little ass legs? It don't look right.
That used to be me.
But
Man, that shit like hella weird.
but it's like there are people,
Motherfucker bitch look like cute.
You already know.
right,
it's
and
like
but then again, it's like when you bring up the veneers and the butt lift and that kind of shit. I think some people look at things and then it makes them question their self, and then they want to change shit. Like there are men that get their dicks
enlarged.
Yeah, enlarged.
Whoa.
But then there are also women. But then there are women that are getting full. They're getting their whole
Their
pussy.
pussy. Yeah.
I didn't
So
even know
if you got the strummy pussy, they gonna cut that off
Yep,
and they gonna fix that.
They gonna tummy tuck the puss?
Yes, like they literally will go in and do that. So
Make it more.
I think it all boils down to confidence in
Puss.
how confident you are with your God-given body. You know what I mean? Like everybody is not okay with the way that they're born. So I don't think a lot of times it's self-pity. I think a lot of times it's pressure to look a certain way. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how we got the Instagram people, and it's like, it's even for men. There are men on Instagram that look a certain way. There are women that look a certain way. So I think this generation is just, everybody wants to look like fucking that.
Bro, tell you that normal shit
Yes,
over with
they get
though.
the fillers in their cheeks, and it makes them
Yeah, I don't
look like that, and then
That's what
We got the low-key mask on.
I gotta
Yeah.
look at his face.
well, I know he's had the thing on his face, but I thought it was like some publicity shit.
Like, do you feel like you hold bias towards people
I do.
that get
I
things
do.
done, or do you see where other people, why they may hold a bias towards certain bodies?
It
Bodies.
depends. Like if you're talking about just somebody I'm observing, like a stranger, like let's say this. But if it's like somebody in my family who was like, bro, I'm thinking about doing this, it's like,
Okay, so what about people? What if it's never mind?
Like, what if
Yeah,
somebody,
No.
like, do you feel like cosmetic surgery, regardless of the body part, there is a problem behind why you're getting it done? Or you would hold a bias towards somebody getting it done, or do you feel like, if it's
Yeah.
breast because it's sagging, I understand.
I feel
But
like
if it's breast because you want to get stripped,
Shit.
I feel like it's just, you don't accept yourself at the end of the day. You know? That's what it is.
You don't accept yourself?
You don't
I
accept
accept
yourself.
myself, but I want a mommy makeover. You kids
Right.
fuck me up.
I mean,
So I
shit,
think
but
the other day,
yeah.
What's up, man?
Hey, Pete,
Would
you can't get that shit
mad,
all the
would
time.
you have a bias if a guy had his part enlarged and took your female?
Oh shit.
Would I have a bias? Would I be
Like,
upset?
With just having that process now being that process being able to be done.
I want to see what it looks
Mm.
like.
Alright.
Girl, let me find out.
So I'm going
Yes.
to travel down. I'm going to travel into this world with you
We probably
and,
getting dick fish these days.
and put myself in a position where my girl would be taken by something so shallow. Right. So
Dick fish.
let's say my girl is vulnerable to like something so shallow.
Right.
I would definitely be highly intrigued. At the fact that you got like, the fuck you mean you got that shit enlarged? Like
so it becomes your.
Like, do you get another penis? Like,
Would you
so
want to do it and be like, hold on, man, I got it too.
You know what?
Damn.
I would just go find. I would just go find another shallow female.
But because that big new dark fantasy.
At that point, I can't be mad because that nigga really Captain America me.
Because honestly, I say that to say that's how I see women having certain bias about it, right? Now women can get their breasts enlarged and boobs and ass and shit, and you got 80 to 90% of men more intrigued by that type of body and not intrigued by the natural. So now you got these men saying, okay, nah, you don't even look right. Like, you get what I'm saying? And now focusing on that. Now you got women saying, these niggas don't want me because I don't have that. What? Like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
Then
I tell a nigga
you got the women that think like, all right, I need to go do this now because this is
the trend, and this is what's gonna get me what I need in life, which is a husband.
So at the end of the day, what you saying is everybody shallow.
No,
At the
Yes.
end of the day,
No.
Fucking shallow.
That's true. No, at the end of the day, people are fickle. It is.
fickle.
No,
Everybody
people
likes the same person.
People
Everybody wants to be the
are
same
fickle.
person.
Thank you, Louis.
Everybody wants to be the same person. Everybody likes the same person.
We got everybody doing this. Good grief.
Bruh, that
Sorry.
that just ruined my whole day.
The fact that trends change so fast, it's like people don't have value in things anymore. So
Maybe I'll check it for you.
that's an interesting concept.
That's
You know what I'm saying? What would you do?
I heard it just make it thick though. They make
If
it thick too.
nigga comes with a penis enlargement, come take your bitch.
It could be any side. If a
But
nigga
you know,
doesn't
they
want
learn
it,
this on tape, though.
it's a problem.
Nah, this one.
Hold on, it
this
was a
one
porn
had
star
a small dick, and when it got surgery, This one when it got captured the
Listen, how would you say that a small dick nigga took your bitch? You talking about a nigga who got a plastic surgery? What you talking about, bro? You don't feel worse if a nigga with a small dick
No,
took your
because
bitch?
if a
What is
nigga
he talking about? Nigga, you gonna be hot.
if a nigga with a small dick do it, then you know it's either something way more to that nigga that he got that you don't have, or like either that nigga is funny as shit, or you could just rely on the old
ass sarcastic guy. He a sarcastic ass nigga.
you could just small. You could just rely on the old school saying, it ain't the size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean.
You know what? Honestly, I'm a low key agree with that because the size of the boat sometimes, if it's too big, it's not okay.
So you can just say that nigga got more waves than
It's
you
not
do.
okay for anal.
That is horrible.
Yeah, it's not okay for anal.
Yeah, because that other side is okay.
Like, why would you even try?
The small dick is okay for anal?
Yes. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I know a couple of females.
So if she got a small dick, nigga, most likely she
now.
like anal sex.
No,
Well,
it's
it's
not
not
that.
that either.
But we'll tolerate it better.
Yeah, it's easier. You don't have to move your.
Because when it's big, you be on there like, all right, wait.
So
Yeah,
here's
like,
what.
when-
That's crazy.
Because you got a real life relax. You got a real life like, okay, getting in there.
I'm sorry,
yeah.
mama.
When it's a little dick, it
Small
feels like
dick is
they
right.
putting their thumb in your ass or
Yeah.
their fingers.
Let's get
They
back to
dig that little, it feels like a thumb.
Sometimes, Louis, goddamn.
Let's get back to the topic. Let's get back to the
Cause
topic.
those feel good.
It's
Even
disrespectful
two
as
fingers
fuck.
feel good. 2 fingers,
He might as well use his tongue. Why would he? He said a thumb.
Let's
who
get back.
wants a the thumb? I mean, the tongue is hella aggravating because it's probably about this.
No,
much
I'm not. I'm
stuff in your
saying
ass.
you said the thumb. Right?
But so we finna get back to the topic though? We finna get back to the
You are
topic.
an anal person. I didn't
Fuck. I heard the fuck out of that.
See,
That
how do you
nigga like
feel about
having big
females
dick
taking
when
body
you come out.
modification?
Like fake titties and fake ass.
You must got an incredible.
Fake titties, fake ass, fake nose, fake
Clean, like, I've
face.
been-
Not even just females, but people, period.
Not one got no-
Females, males, animals, superhuman beings.
Natural guy. It depends on her personality. Unless that guy's cosmetic we put in her head.
Possibly.
Yeah, most of these girls now they be like,
It's like every bitch on IG. What's that girl name?
I need this, I need that. I'm
Period.
sorry on rent the first 15.
Period.
Possibly.
I say
Most-
period
most-
every day.
Not
period.
you.
I'm just so we know you're doing.
Like,
And
what
it's
you
the,
making?
it's
What
the
you
blah
making?
blah for me.
Crab legs, Alfredo.
Blah 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 for
It's
It's
for
the
me.
shiny pants for me.
Blah blah blah
That
for
song that
me.
he just made still in my head. Like, I'm literally hearing this while we're
I
talking.
didn't make that song. Mike.
I shot Chris.
Show Mike get some respect.
It's like in my head while we're talking.
That's crazy. But since we're on this body surgery thing, what you're talking about, I just wish that people will really start surgerizing their goddamn feet. That would be, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like,
Whoa!
That is a thing. People do get
I haven't seen it.
I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it. That's
I
interesting.
seen people get their ass done and left their feet alone. I was like, dude, that was like kind of like
Who
you should
usually
have.
they do the ass and you forget
I mean, the
everything
ass is 15,000.
They like the feet alone.
Like,
Bitch, go get your toes surgically done, bitch.
inside your foot.
You know, some people are born with
Wait,
extra
the side of your
toes.
foot. The side of your foot. That's
Some
a
people,
figure.
some people are born
I
extra
don't know
toes.
the size. They need to get that surgically removed.
No, that's just all you need is a puppet scrub. Is a
They need a
photo
cheese
of
grater.
it.
They got
I'm
electric
gonna
cheese
put your
grater.
topic on hold.
They need an electric cheese grater.
How fucked up your feet gotta be?
Right here, I'm over here talking. I need that electric Fuck that.
That's fucked up. Because when he first said foot surgery, I'm thinking he's talking about
Like,
bunion removal.
like hammer
bone.
toe.
He's talking about the side of the feet. Girl, whoever you are, fix that shit, please.
It's the nail shop downtown.
No, even with the ones that's closed, bitch, we got Amazon. You can get the little foot spot things. I got mine for $39. They got the aromatherapy. You can put the stones up in there and fragrance. And all you gotta do is get the little foot scrub shit. They got it for cheap at Didi's for one. If you look on that little side, they always got the little foot spot shit with the little foot scrub. Or you can make it at home with brown sugar. You feel me? You do a whole little foot scrub on your feet. It's also good. Well, not that one. Never mind. But
Hey,
you
Danny,
can
did
do
you
all
know
this
any
shit
of
at the shop.
Did you know any of this?
It's
You looking like you didn't know. Bro, that nigga is stuck. He's like,
Hold on, you
oh, no, bro. He was in the middle of rolling, bro. He's
They
like
have
this, like.
literally all the stuff. They got the reels. They got the file, the
They have the
electric
drill on
filer.
Amazon
So
for
all the
$16.
people that's like,
Yes.
I don't have all the stuff. Bitch, they realize got the whole thing.
On Amazon.
Like you can
Yes.
learn how to do your
Yes.
feet in like 5 minutes,
Yes.
literally.
We got
And
all
I've
the
been
stuff.
doing that shit for what, like forever.
Yeah.
Louis, we know what Christmas gifts to be getting bitches next Christmas.
Getting the DIY mani pedi.
Like to make it feel like you got another little
Getting
animal
the DIY mani pedi.
Yes, they got the little gel that they run on
All that.
All that shit on
Bruh,
it.
All that.
no.
And I swear to God, if dudes actually put effort into a Christmas gift like that or a birthday gift like that, she wouldn't even know. That shit just hella dope. You put a whole
real,
pedicure set together
We
for me.
know.
Hey, that's lit.
Hey, why?
Whole pedicure set together.
Hey,
If y'all need the
That's
stuff,
done yet?
let me know
Oh,
because
no.
I'll find it.
Straight up.
Yeah, so hit Action Royale if you need cheap ways to do nice gifts for your girl, and she wouldn't even know. She wouldn't even know, I promise.
Even if her pussy stank, you can
Whoa.
make a yoni scrub.
Oh, yep, and I got yoni oil.
Yes.
It's over there.
What?
Change
They know what I'm talking about. Okay,
That's
so
what we selling?
He didn't like I got shit in his store. He don't even know what's in here, bro. They don't even know what product is. Hold on. What? This is what we do here.
that skin as well.
That nigga done bought a company. He don't even know what going on.
I could add all types of shit over here.
Oh, we sell children?
So,
Straight.
Shout out Wayfair.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh! I am done with y'all.
Alright, we're not gonna get. We got.
Yeah, shout out Wayfair.
I have another topic.
It's another topic.
So it's still on the premise of bias and appearance. The next question is: have you ever caught yourself holding a bias on someone based on their appearance?
Yes. Yes, I have.
Because it's easy for us to say someone didn't do X, Y, and Z
Yes.
because
I have.
But have you ever caught yourself holding a certain bias towards someone based
Yes,
on
I
how they
have.
look? You want to talk about it first?
Not go first.
I have caught myself. Wait, but this is surgery related or just in general?
Based on their appearance.
I have caught myself wondering how people allow themselves to get to a certain size. Like, I was watching my 600-pound life, and I was hella judging that man, like out loud in front of the TV, because he was laying in a fucking bed with a rope and a bucket, ordering fucking Chinese food because he couldn't get out the bed. So he put a fucking rope on a bucket. Okay, it might have been a chitlin bucket because it was red. And he tied the motherfucking rope on the chitlin bucket and had the delivery people call his fat ass when they got downstairs. He put the fucking money in the bucket, dropped that shit down. They dropped the food in the bucket and he poured that shit.
I kind of want to tie a nigga up and leave him somewhere like that, where you
Like,
only get your
Yeah.
food.
How
But you know he still gotta eat though.
So I tried. I get that. But then I also judge their family members that contribute to the shit for cooking them fucking 8 egg omelets, ordering them whole
Ordering
fucking
that shit
pizzas
out.
for them to eat. So it's like I judge everybody involved. Yes. Have y'all ever watched that shit? The lady was at the refrigerator holding her head back.
A large?
Yes, squirting hella fucking whipped cream
Helping
in
a
her mouth.
motherfucker eat that shit. Oh baby, I can't get my hand to my face.
Do y'all
Can't
ever
get my
see
hand
that?
to my face. I need you.
Y'all should watch that, like seriously. And I judge
That
the
shit
family
be
members.
depressing. I'm watching.
Yes, for enabling them to
I
do
watched-
so.
I
Because
watched
if you
one
love
thing
somebody,
where
you
I
wouldn't
said
let them get that big. Like you just wouldn't. So I do. I know there's medical issues and whatever. But at the end of the day, if I see a bitch tossing back a full 10-piece chicken meal by herself, you're just fucking fat. That's not a medical issue. You're just fat.
I've seen skinny people do it too.
I've been friends with this lady for over 10 years.
Mhm.
Yes, we've worked at several
Say that one
places
more time.
together. Been friends with this lady for over 10 years, and she always has eaten more than I have. That don't mean shit. You're greedy. And if you know that it's going to cause you any type of health issues, then you should slow the fuck down.
Actually, you greedy as fuck.
Because I gained
I do.
20 pounds over quarantine, and my ass was eating broccoli before I got
Didn't
it.
even answer that right. That's some greedy as
No,
fuck.
I was responding I do to her, and then I responded I am.
Yes, you are what? Greedy?
I do eat more than you.
Yeah,
I am greedy.
she does. The people used to call her skinny, too skinny all the time, but she has always been able to
I
eat.
let a lot of big hoes breathe and live off
Yes,
of them
and-
fucking with me while I'm eating, minding my goddamn business.
And while I got
And
people
they'll walk
on
up to
my
me and
life,
be like,
stop
"You
telling
need
me
to
I'm
eat."
gaining weight.
Or people shaped like a boy, you know, like kind of like how you built, bitch. And now I got 2
She
kids.
said kind of like how you built.
And then I used to be like, okay, and if I said something back to you, because you are on a diet, right? Nah, bitch, let's talk about it. Then they want to walk away all, girl, you too sensitive. No. Let's talk about the sensitive spot. Your weak stomach muscles. Let's talk about that.
Darn it.
I used to be like, bitch, I'm gonna let you breathe real quick, but stop talking to me. The fuck?
So I do people.
So it's not just us against Jen. The world is against Jen.
The universe.
The universe is against Jen, bro.
No, it's just the weird people. Men believe in them guys. It's like they all just was like, you know what, the revamp guys fuck with her, so maybe we can too.
Ooh, really? They say that? Off screen?
Oh, screen.
That's hella funny.
That's what's up.
That's hella
I
funny.
don't get it.
Hey, y'all can't be messing with action.
Nothing works like promotion. I love it.
Only we mess with action.
It's all about how you conduct yourself, though, no? That's what I always.
Electricity.
That's how I feel. It's not really about your appearance, because you know, behind some of these, you know, these appearances, nigga, you need some enlightening motherfuckers.
Electricity.
You need some enlightening motherfuckers. So it's all
appearance
about
doesn't
how I
matter?
appear.
In attraction?
Oh, was that the question?
No,
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 do you
like-
judge?
You don't know where we at.
Do you judge?
Like
You don't know
bias.
where we at.
No,
Oh,
but
yeah.
like-
I didn't know it was, she was talking about attraction.
Well, no,
She was
no.
talking
So-
about people based on appearance.
It's basically about bias. So my thing is like bias isn't necessarily a negative thing. It can always be good too. Like there's people that say, "Oh, your head big, you probably smart," or
Oh my goodness.
or I see you standing there with children. You're a black woman that's this age group. This must be your kids. Only to find out that's her niece. She has no children. Like people hold a bias. Like I've had people walk up to me before when it was just me and my son because he's biracial. So they would come, oh, I bet you and your husband have a wonderful time with him. Da da da. You know, he's
That's
just so
hella
mannerable. He's da 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 da. Oh, I know your husband just da 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 because it's apparent that I don't. This is how I've always taken it. Why?
That's
Because.
going into
But once I had my daughter, now they assume he's not my child, and then now no
That's
one
going
mentions
into
a husband or
stereotype.
anything when I'm in the store. But when I used to be with my son, my son dad, I didn't use that. We weren't married, engaged, nothing. I didn't have no ring on me. And they'll be like your husband.
Yeah.
But I was real life with my daughter's dad with a ring, and niggas was still, or women, or anybody in the store talking to me about what I need to do as a parent if it's hot outside and I didn't put on a sweater. Now all of a sudden it's wrap the baby up. This is my child right here. He ain't dead. I know what the fuck to do. Both of these is my kids. And then people also assume based on appearance that I might be a little bit younger than I actually am. So that's another bias that someone may have. Oh, well, normally women of this age would have 2 children. She doesn't look this age. That's bias. So it's not necessarily like something harmful. Sometimes it's, oh, well, based on how she walks, I would assume she's this or that. Or
If you still believe in the Bigfoot theory, you're lost.
oh my God.
Let me go.
Because I was lost.
Let me go.
Let me go. I was in Vallejo with a female friend. Right? Look, we was chilling. And, she get a certain way when, I have certain other female friends. And I bought weed from another female neighbor. I didn't say friend, I said neighbor.
Remember that.
Remember that. So then I bought weed from her, right? And before I even told her I got the weed from her, she was like, "Yeah, this weed good. Who was smoking on?" She was like, "This weed go crazy." I'm like, "This is dope, right?" As soon as the girl come out to serve the weed, she just like a straight thought. She like, "Oh, what's she dressed like that? I don't know, but the weed some dope."
The weed some dope though. I don't know what she doing, but the weed good at.
So, right?
Doesn't sound like a friend.
That remind me of that Friday scene.
Go get somebody from that. Anyway, next thing you know, that female friend I was kicking with, "Oh, this is trash. This shit hell of weed. I don't understand. This shit, that's just last time. No, this is bullshit, man."
Ooh, and it's the same shit.
That doesn't sound like a friend.
It's the same shit.
That does not sound like a friend.
We talking
Sounds like she wants to be more than a friend.
More than friends.
Sounds like if you ever actually dated her, she'd be a
Man,
real life headache.
You damn females in your insights, bro.
I mean, I'm just saying, that's not afraid.
I don't see her like that.
Yeah,
Oh, sucks
So
to
you
be
friend
you,
zoned her.
friend.
tell them quit reading between your lines.
I mean, he the one who threw out the
Tell them
label.
quit reading between my nigga
I don't
lines,
have
bro.
to. He threw out the
Let my
label.
nigga read his own book, bro.
He threw out the
Let him read
label.
his own book.
Yeah.
He threw out the label. Sis already presented the
Nah,
problem with
she
that.
ain't.
Anyway, but after that lovely story, again, have you ever held bias towards someone based on their opinion?
The weed shit was good. She was just like
But have
who wouldn't buy
you?
weed normally from a thought?
So is she a thought?
She probably is.
Okay, so
Probably.
based on how she dressed, she appears to be a thought. So yes, you do hold bias.
Yeah, I would normally buy weed from a thought. Would you? Would you?
I would.
You buy weed from a thought?
So it's not weed, huh?
Is that what?
Come on,
Is
it's
she
not weed.
pussy?
Well, maybe she
That
buy.
would be one of my questions.
She buy.
Because if she like the dual weed man, he fucking everybody. He sell weed too. So if she doing it, if she like pussy,
Why can't she just be fucking niggas? Like, why?
because I'm about to leave her. Anyway,
That's so basic.
She
That's so explain your bias with people?
my bias?
Because I didn't hear anything.
Oh, because we were going around.
Yeah,
Oh.
she
I was trying to get her ass.
She's trying to get everybody to
I was
No,
trying to get her.
you can't get me because I asked the question based
I
on
know, but I was
that.
trying to get you.
But which
No. Look at you.
I was though, but anyway, so look. The thing that I don't I have a bias against is what concerning looks is I don't trust short people with long arms.
What?
oh,
You like describe it?
My nigga be walking around measuring people, bro.
That's pretty good.
he be visually measuring people like your
You
arms.
know what? I
are
feel though.
Sam, no
I
pun
don't
intended.
trust men with good men. It's creepy.
I was say shy.
Oh no! Don't look at me.
I got one.
I don't trust men with
Your
good
arm,
men.
I'm just saying. Trust me.
Your arm, your arm.
About, bro, with short with long ass arms.
Why you don't trust them?
Say, I'm over here. Your arm is long.
I take you with
It's
too.
just
Look at that! He just dropped him on.
Bro, shit. He's standing up like, bro.
Look at this shit. My shit is kind of long. My shit is.
okay. So what is the bias between?
He said they're deceiving.
Oh my god.
Short niggas with long arms scratch their knees standing straight up. They're
Straight up.
deceiving.
Oh, okay.
Then we cannot trust them, bro.
You know you got a long legs when you
Nah,
Damn.
nah, I ain't gonna lie. Sin
That's so
gotta bend 3 different ways to reach his knees, boy. That nigga be doing hella be. That nigga be
So-
crazy.
Moving on, nigga.
Hella old, bro. You think there's something wrong with this nigga, bro? He be contorting his body, bro, trying to. What the fuck wrong with you over there?
I know for sure I held or whatever bias in certain situations. I know at one point, no, I still do that. Depending on what kind of car somebody drives.
Oh, Jesus.
Wait, you're not letting me finish because I'm pretty sure I'm not going in the direction that you're talking about. So based on the type of car someone drives, how banged up it is, things like that, I'm assuming you're not a good driver.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Get the fuck out your
You
way.
ain't got no insurance.
I'm getting the fuck out your way. Yeah, you can see the pairings of certain people.
Yeah.
Like, if it's a,
No, that's true.
No.
Oh, Jesus.
If
Hey,
it's,
that is
if,
true.
if it's a nigga in a Nissan, I'm automatically gonna assume that's your baby mama car.
Period.
Or you live with a bitch and y'all been together off and on, living in the same house for forever.
Period.
I'm staying away from you because nigga, you finna be some shit. It's gonna be some shit. I ain't got time.
Hold on, a nigga in a Nissan?
Nigga, Nissan,
Bro, I like Nissan.
I don't give a fuck. Nissan,
Them just automatic.
Maximus, we can kind of work.
Altimas are the best Nissans.
But Nissan Altima, especially the little round bubble ones, yo, I already know. You
The new
fucking-
ones
I
is
already
sexy.
know you got a baby you conveniently forgot, and you kind of got her pregnant
Oh.
right when we met each other. You live with her, but it's not like that. Y'all ain't been fucking with each other, I swear, in 2 years with your baby.
That sound like BMW niggas I know.
And
Watch out, bro.
Like, what's
But I'm
y'all?
automatically assuming you've been in a long term.
So, hold on. Why you saying that? It's fucked up. Anytime I see a girl, I be thinking that bitch home.
I mean,
I'm
whatever.
like, that's her sugar daddy car.
Whatever. Like I said, that's not that as if whether it's rational or irrational, that is a bias that I hold. Or if I see like if I see an old nigga in a suburban truck, he ain't got no license, no insurance. He bought it from the mechanic, and it probably ain't got no brakes. So I'm getting the fuck out of his way. If I see any girl that's in a fucking them old Toyotas, I'm getting the fuck out of her way. If I see a young bitch in a Volvo, one of them Volvo Touaregs or the other little Volvo, I forgot what it is. It's kind of nice. It kind of looks like a Benz a little bit. It's weird. Anyway, if I see that or a Volkswagen, it's a young bitch. This ain't even her car. She's gonna run into my shit.
That's how I got involved in the West.
One of my cars I've been holding this guy for quite some time. And for some reason, a bitch totaled one of my cars. She was driving a Volkswagen, it was not hers. And she was very upset that I wouldn't give her my insurance information so she can file for it. I don't have time for it. Yeah. Anyway, so I hold biases towards certain shit. That's a light bias. It's kind of irrational, but it's based on shit that I've actually experienced. So, niggas in a Nissan, stay away from him.
Can I be like a experience what you just said?
Damn.
Because I have a problem. Wait, please don't. I have a problem when I be seeing.
Hey,
motherfucking Suburbans and diesel trucks. Like, why are you 4'2" in a truck that you can't, bro? Sit, bro.
So this nigga Louis said he don't like for the Latino women to be driving this truck.
So I am going to piggyback on an experience that I've seen a few times. It's for some reason.
I promise you in my life, I don't want to say it, but
I've seen a few that's ran into people and
real life
will get
That drive like a fucking
Yeah, buddy.
every time.
they hit my girl and ran. I'm like,
Shit,
oh,
fucking
Mexican,
NASCAR driver, bro.
I'm like, you wanna run, bitch?
So my thing is as irrational or rational it is.
I'm so sorry.
I will say that my biases are equal opportunity. I have fit some of my biases at some point, so they have all changed. I mean, some are always subject to change. But my shit is equal opportunity. I went from talking about niggas to bitches to Mexicans. Hey.
And on that
bias,
note,
no, it's
actually 30 minutes.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
She started at 7:53.
Right.
Oh,
She started at 55. I ain't
Oh,
gonna
this
go
must be
ahead.
old people.
Wait, what time is it? Oh, well, then, I mean, I'm done. If I started at 7:55. So who's next?
I got some shit. What you gonna say? You got some
You
shit?
said mine.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm trying to do this.
We got time.
You got a topic? Well, I got a topic, bro. Hey, so I'm tripping because for some reason, the way my life been working, man, is that I can see things in the future. So what happened was this thing had happened, right? So Dark Flash had got injected with some dark matter, right? Which is dark matter.
Okay, like, whoa.
It made him
Get away from this guy.
Anybody?
Is this a new episode of Flash you talking about?
running. Wally couldn't save him! Wally could not save the fucking Speed Force!
First off,
The Speed Force is dead!
First off,
Did you raise him at all?
first off,
The Speed Force is dead!
First off, you're speaking too far ahead of time. Dude, you need to come back to the present.
The Speed Force is dead!
You need to come back to the present. You are too far ahead of
So they
time.
cannot, bro, we only right now.
You
I only can use my speed!
You're
A
not-
certain amount. If I use all my speed, it's over!
Louis, you personally have no speed. You're knocking down his drink. You're the only one who's seen it.
Bro,
45.
No, I actually seen that. So
15.
I already knew it.
Well, then you niggas need to start a fucking club or something.
I actually seen that.
Nah, you niggas need to start a club or wait till the rest of the world
This
catch
ain't
up.
no!
What the fuck?
Bro, let me tell you how it transitioned
Hey,
into
nah.
my life. Let me tell you how that scene transitioned to my life when the evil will start to take over. Listen, guys. Listen. I went
chill.
I went into the scene, y'all.
Not.
Here, went into the scene.
Not.
The evil. Try to take over. Just like I'm like, bro, no.
So you ain't that into dark matter.
Hey, so like, did you become a black man with choking?
Oh, you trying to? Oh, hold on, bro. Don't expect me like that.
I'm trying to see, bro. I'm trying to
Bro,
see.
you trying to
I'm trying to see, bro.
I am flash.
I'm trying to see, bro.
I'm flash. You know that.
So you been watching this since you came home?
Good nigga.
What the fuck you hit me for?
Oh shit. I missed that. Oh my god.
No, like.
That's a blooper. The motherfucking blooper.
Oh, it says you're not
Oh,
lying.
you got 30 minutes, bro. You gotta keep going.
So my question to you guys: have you guys ever been in a situation where there was a reason for you to let the evil arise? Like you had to. The good would kept sacrificing you.
The evil will rise.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
The good kept sacrificing you though. Every time the good says, you have to sacrifice your life every time.
The good is about
I ain't
sacrifice.
gonna get that part of my life yet. My life, man. What you talking about? Yeah, that's not what you said sacrifice.
I'm curious.
I sacrifice something that you like. All right, so look, that's in your life, right? You sacrifice what you didn't want that you want to do.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking literally. Okay. So.
What did? All right.
I'm sorry, I thought you was like me. I sacrificed a lot of times for this world, bro. I'm not doing it again. Fuck you guys.
Before you get into picking who you want to go first, I would like to ask a question. What happened in that casino where you had to let the darkness arise in Louis and become Dark Louis?
I thought you slayed darkness.
I did.
But he became Dark Louis. You know that happens when you get too deep into what you do.
No, you don't get started. I got
both of you.
fucking lazy and I had let my guards down, bro. You know what I'm saying? So thinking that, you all powerful, you all good and stuff, oh, you can't catch me, you ain't gonna get me. Nigga, I had my guards down so fast, bro. I'm talking about nigga. I spent 5 bands, bro, 6 hours.
That nigga got possessed with Dark Louis and blew all his money, boy.
Not all my money, that was just 5 bands of it. I'm just saying.
Blew half his riches.
That's like half.
Half that Tesla stock got blown up. Dark Louis caused some damage in life.
Dark Louis was waiting on his rent.
Right?
He had to pull out some extra stuff. He had to pull out
Dark Louis.
God.
Dark Louis dipped into the savings, bro. Fuck up.
That's what happened. It was savings. It was 15 to savings. That's a hard work. You know what I'm saying? Because I really had hit that year. I'm so fast.
Oh, it's got good.
Dark Louis knew he wouldn't make no money. He just wanted to cause damage.
No, I was making money. I didn't have to. What happened was, I had 2,500 on me, so I was trying to chase that. Fucking up. Because I had made that money back twice. But I'm thinking in my head because I had lost. And then my stocks hit for 1,500, so I had a stock option that hit for 1,500 the next day. I was so sick because I was literally in a trance, bro. It wasn't my mind thinking, bro. I would never have did that. So I was like, nigga, when I woke up, I'm like, what the fuck? And then my stocks hit. I'm like, dude, I didn't even have to chase nothing. I could have lost that, and it would have been finished with my stocks.
Dark Louis. So, is there a point in the question? Is there a point in time where we had to allow the darkness to arise in us because
For the good grain.
Oh, for the good.
So, does this come down to a choice that we have to make, or something that like?
Wait,
I'm calling Jeff. We're gonna get dissecting the shit out of my question.
Bro, you feel me? It's the Louis segment. But in that episode, that shit was lit. So So look, let me tell y'all what
Bro,
happened.
no, that's not the question, bro.
But
Nah, that's not-
into the question.
But it has to, he brings you guys a good
You
You
answer
feel
the
me?
question, bro. Don't
Wait,
make
so
predictions.
look, boom, right?
Look at
So here's the situation, right? Boom, dark matter is arising, right? So what happened in the Flash thing? This nigga goes, fuck it. But what happened in the Flash segment, right? Boom, this nigga,
Check it
he
out.
can only run. The good can only run for so long, and he will die out eventually. You get what I'm saying? So he only had a certain amount of good matter left. You feel me? Because the dark was taking over. He was trying to run, boom, but he couldn't. You feel me? Boom. So in that situation, it's like bringing it all the way back, right, to the topic.
Uh-oh.
Is there any time, right, that you had to let dark arise for the cause, or has it ever taken over for the cause, right? And I don't think we ever realized it until after the fact, because it's always for the cause, it's always for the moment, right? It's always been a point where we go out, say, all right, I'm gonna have this 200 in my wallet that I'm
Oh shit!
and
That
have-
nigga's out the closet, AP! Finally out the closet, I knew it! Right, and this is 2021.
You feel me?
Get up that closet.
There was a time that you feel me was in a
Ah.
situation to where you
Ah.
had some money put up in your
Ah.
wallet, but out drinking, doing, partying, having fun, and not thinking about it, spending extra or doing more, and then going home and that's like, oh, I could have saved that. I shouldn't have spent that. I should have, you know what I mean? Or sometimes you go out, get drunk, get fucked up, and do some shit you shouldn't have did. And get fucking locked up, and now you're like, oh, what the fuck am I doing in this motherfucker? Like, you feel me? So yeah, it's times where you feel me. The dark will arise, and like you wouldn't really realize it until it's too late. You get what I'm saying? And there's times where like you're consciously aware, like, all right, I'm getting to that point to where okay, I should pull back. I should pull back. I should pull back.
That was me.
That's that good side, saying okay, let me pull back.
That was me yesterday.
But like in Flash, it will wear out.
Yeah, pushing me.
It will wear out, and eventually, you feel me? The dark will arise, like the first cause. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm done.
You got you, Louis, bro.
You got it, bro. You got it.
And to piggyback off that, so imagine this. As in being the good, right? Doing the righteous thing at all times, you have to sacrifice your life. Everything that you have, everything, your wife, everything, you have to sacrifice it. Now, the dark matter is saying you don't have to sacrifice it, you can still live.
Still sacrifice.
But what are you sacrificing? You're not sacrificing your life, or your family. The good matter says you have to sacrifice your family and you.
Sometimes it'll come to that though, whether you know it or not. It'll come sometimes. Because anything can happen at any given moment. So at that particular moment when that darkness arises, it'll always have. It's gonna always be a sacrifice. You're always gonna make a sacrifice, whether for good or evil. It's gonna be a sacrifice made. It's just whether that sacrifice is worth it.
So you mean tell me? Never mind.
No, go ahead.
Spirit told me no.
Spirit told you no.
Yeah.
Sacrifice.
No, seriously. It told me not to say it.
So
You want to go soon?
The question was, have you ever had to submit to the dark side for the greater good? Yeah. I think when you had to go negative, it was just, you see, for me, I guess sometimes I let my inner thoughts get the best of me and I act on them. And it's like what AP was saying a couple episodes ago, even if you're tripping, you gotta commit. So a lot of times, like, I let my thoughts get the best of me and I commit to that shit. It's so crazy.
that's when you submit to the dark side, you also like submit to things
Yep.
else.
You want to go to
Look like
Oh, I was thinking with
about you?
Yo, what's up?
She said hi to me, guys.
No, I was saying hi.
Oh, you said hi to me.
I just want to see, because I think maybe we'd be on the same.
Yeah, I've had to use my dark side for the greater good. A lot of people. I can't talk about that.
Oh,
But
Is it?
oh, man. All right. Let's
Okay,
Let's go somewhere else with it,
as
guys.
long as it's that, because I noticed it. Go back and watch him a lot. Oh.
Well, transitioning from that, guys, has anybody had the time to catch the Capitol building being uplifted and up?
Yes.
Did you have time to be here on time?
Oh, AP,
What
you
happened
watch
to
the
that
news,
time?
my brother.
The time is
What did you do? What did you do at the time that we got when we was here early on time? Yeah. If you was here on time, if you was here on time,
There was never no time when
No.
any of you guys weren't here
people are
and we did not start till 7:30.
but there was a time when you was talking
You
about.
know what I'm saying? Like niggas be like, what the fuck you talking about?
There
There
was
was no time when it was we all here.
But there was a time
Bro,
that
I
you
don't, Brett,
that you was talking about a time that we already talked about. So at this time, you gotta pick something else to talk about for your time.
Since he stole my topic, you guys, let's go somewhere
Who
else.
stole your topic?
He stole your topic.
This guy right here.
But he didn't even know about it when I asked him the day when I came.
Hello.
I was trying to get the
You
words
didn't even
out.
elaborate
You know
on
what
it.
I meant.
You didn't even elaborate on.
We here.
Yeah.
He's somewhere else.
I guess so. But
During the time he was supposed to be here on time, he was not on time. So
Oh, okay.
now he's talking about a time that is past time. His time is going to be up if we can figure out what to do with it.
Oh, you know.
15 minutes.
Back to the future. Go back. Gonna go back. Gonna go back. Back to the future. Gonna go back.
since we can't talk about that,
Oh,
Uh, how you guys? Oh yeah. I know.
I'm sorry.
No, you're all good. We were going to also go into how the Republican Party been feeling over here in the Bay Area, right? So you hear Nancy Pelosi and all these other guys are really
Bill Pelosi.
they're getting all upset and they're like, "Hey, let's hurry up and please impeach him." I thought Biden won, guys. Like you guys don't. I don't understand the reason. I mean, they fool you guys a lot, but I thought Biden won. What do you need to impeach?
A president that is out.
That's out. I thought he didn't win. I thought. That doesn't make any sense, right?
It's funny how you don't hear them.
I mean, well, the impeachment process was already happening prior. What they're trying to do probably, because you can impeach them simply, or you can impeach them with the barring of running again.
Yeah, that's what they're trying
That
to
might
do.
be what they're trying to do.
That's
Because
exactly
he
what
was
they're
already
trying
going through the process of impeachment and almost the whole presidency.
Right, but he beat the
Well,
first time. So this.
it's
So right
still a
now.
lot of stuff that
Well,
was
this
still
right now
out.
they're trying to impeach him. So the reason why they're trying to impeach him right now is because when they did a military hit on and so they just hit not Arabia but they hit Iraq and they hit the Iranian one of the Iranian priests or whatever and they're trying to and they placed it on Trump. So now
yeah.
so Iraq said, "Hey, Trump, we got a warrant for you," right? So what the U.S. associated about how that they hit that nigga on his belt. So now they're going to use it against him and be like, "Oh, that was his hit." So now they're trying to use that to help impeach him. And so the whole thing is, it doesn't make sense though. Why do you need to impeach him? Because what happened is that they go to war. So what's about to happen in February is that it's already been war threats. Like so, Iraq already been tripping on Donald. Like, "Hey, bro, we about to blow up your Trump shit, dog."
Yo, Trump shit, nigga.
You feel me? So once that happened, guess what? Donald Trump
there will be no president. There'll be only one president because it's in a crisis. Now, either or, right? You got two ways that Trump should be president, no matter what, right? They keep programming and insisting on the Civil War, right? Republicans against the blacks against the whites, conservatives against. So they keep projecting this. If there's two wars, no matter what, guess what? President Trump is still in office. So no matter what, it's not looking good.
It's not looking good, guys. It looks like the downfall of the United States civilization. Every dynasty must have an end. Take it how you want to take it. Huh? Take it how you want to take it.
I just feel like the longer he was in, I started real feeling like he was just like the distraction, little shiny thing in the corner because they needed a distraction to do other fucked up shit. And I just feel like even with the protesting that happened at the Capitol, I feel like it was paid. I feel like the only difference between them and the random rioting and looting that was happening during the Black Lives Matter is the funding behind the protesting. Because Black Lives Matter definitely had a lot of funded shit that was going on in that. That was a shit show of unorganized bullshit and with no clear message. And I stand by that. No sense whatsoever. I feel like that's the only difference. The reason why they was able to do certain shit was because the people inside was the ones that told them to come.
Straight up.
And they used Trump. They used Trump saying stupid shit because they were already in the area, I think, for a rally or something.
Come on, man. Did they get escorted?
Some of them was let inside.
Bro, the officer had a gun on his hip and ran the other direction. Bro, up the stairs, bro. He ran up the stairs.
What you do, you black? You got hella white niggas.
Headshot.
Come on, bro. You about to get the cage, everything.
If it was all white people. Let it have been a group of black people. Let it have been black people.
Shot the shit out the niggas.
Bro, we would have been on the lawn, bro. At least 3 of us.
Did you see him run up the stairs?
Bro, they would have killed them.
They were going to certain doors asking to be let in.
Headshot.
I feel like
They look like, what threat did he pose?
it literally was just
Exactly
a difference.
You have to use that lethal force with that.
Exactly that.
I think it was just a difference in funding. One was funded by George Soros and other elite what?
Whoa.
Because we have nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. Nothing. So that, and then the other difference was the funding of government. Government funded this one that just happened. So they already knew they were coming. They knew they weren't going to be on too much bullshit. They were just going to steal a little bit of shit, pissing Nancy Pelosi's laws and spit on Mitch McConnell's desk. I mean, okay. They weren't going to do too much. All that shit was paid for.
That white man did put that podium on eBay though.
Yes, it did.
Stupid
Yes,
ass.
it did.
You put a podium.
Yes, the man that had the podium, he was waving. He put that shit on eBay and got caught.
Only
That nigga's
difference.
stupid. I would have let that
As
sit in my garage for like ever. Nigga, I got the president's podium.
I'm like,
Nigga. Bro, anytime my kid's in trouble, nigga, I'm in front of that podium, nigga, giving all the lectures, nigga.
You know where this podium came from? You know this word?
Bro, what?
It's sacrificial lamp now.
I just want to know who got the laptops and were they able to see anything. They took documents.
Oh,
They took fucking mail. They took laptops.
if they took laptops, that's big
And
shit.
people somebody took, well, they claimed that the one that
They
was
can't
taken
sell
from
none of
Nancy
that.
Pelosi's office was for presentations, but I'm pretty sure it was some shit on there. They probably wiped it, but the motherfuckers got off with
They
laptops.
ain't wiping it when they got off with it.
I'm sure they did not.
But
They probably
I'm
left
sure
something
shit,
big down in the chamber somewhere.
if it's shit that they don't want people to see, it's a lot.
Yeah, that shit gonna automatically go off. No, so you probably take it off and try to put it on
You ain't
something else.
getting in it.
Yeah,
The insider
when it's
told
on
me that
another
was
network or
secret.
something.
And
Yeah,
I'm
shit
sure
go
it's
off.
a back
said
He
door.
was arrested. There was a secret takedown there, arrested by Congress. And
Yeah, it was hella police officers in the crowd too, and they were telling the federal officers, "We're doing this for you. We're trying to help you." So, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So
What you think coming after this?
Whoopsie.
Like,
Pure anarchy.
On your part.
what do you think the consequences?
You gotta hit him with it.
For
Um,
extreme acts, extremeness.
Pure anarchy.
No,
The
they're
darkness arrives.
Not, they're gonna target it, so they're able to target it, they're gonna be able to make deals for it, so now it's gonna be able to be, if you have any stands or any balls, and you're gonna be looked at as a terrorist.
Yep. I think they've been pushing for that for.
But did y'all catch that one nigga that was standing there? He was like, I'm just here looking for my stimmy.
Oh, I heard the fuck
They
out
found
of
his
that.
ass. They found.
He looking for his what?
He was looking for his stimmy, and he was just standing
What's
there
a
with
stimmy?
The stimulus.
his stimulus.
He called it a stimmy?
That's what everybody calls it.
Oh.
It's a term in black culture at the moment, sir.
And
I
the
never
black
said that
culture-
shit. I didn't like it either. Where's my
I say
stimmy?
stimmy.
Deb, you do this?
Let me get my stimmy.
I said,
Really?
Let me get my
I gotta make sure other black people know this.
Let me show you how deep I am into this, right? Real quick.
My stimmy.
As soon as I heard Trump was going to be a president,
Oh.
I stopped paying federal taxes and only pay California taxes. So I don't even get a stimulus check.
Well, I will get one in on behalf of you. And I will spend it
I ain't gonna lie. I got
accordingly.
mine.
On the finest of Amazon pedicure
You already
products.
thinking he got it, you don't got no kids, where you
We just,
I mean, mine went in my stock, so.
Well, mine is getting put in my check every week because I said federal taxes. Well, they asked for you.
I mean, well, technically, taxes is more of a concept than actual enforced
Exactly.
law, but that's another topic for another day.
What?
So,
Can't talk about this shit right now.
so am I the only one who knew that it wasn't called the
I'll
stimmy?
be running into someone else's segment.
yes, we're calling it
You got 10 minutes, my turn.
STI.
What are you gonna call the people who get stem cells?
What?
Shit.
It's a
Alright, so
difference.
my last 10 minutes ain't going out like this, G. So
Right.
look,
Right,
them
yeah.
stellies.
Them stellies. Okay.
Oh,
Alright.
Oh.
see what you did there.
Alright.
Oh.
I gotta make sure I'm up on the slang now, man. I can't be out of touch.
His name will barely be.
That nigga is mac and cheese.
Yes,
The mac and cheese is good.
that mac and cheese was good as fuck.
What if he make cornbread?
Then he'll
Then
be
be
cornbread and mac and cheese.
Cornbread in there?
Hold on, so the more stuff he makes, you're just gonna add on to his name?
He gonna be
become
CMC
the meal.
right now. The meal.
The
The
meal.
meal.
You
That
are
sounds
the
good.
meal. You're not a snack.
And then he
You
gonna
are the meal.
promote to chef. Just chef.
Just chef?
Yes.
Oh, he ain't that good.
You know.
So my last 10 minutes, I'm gonna see if anybody is
He cooks good.
at least of age. Has anybody in the audience ever seen They Live? To 1980?
Hold on. You said what movie?
Has anybody in the audience?
Action.
That's disgusting, but hey,
No, it's not.
Oh,
hey,
okay.
so look, excuse me, action. Yeah, thank you. Has anybody in the audience seen They Live?
No.
Oh yeah, you got
We guys get a chance. Go watch They Live.
Did you guys
Okay.
watch Utopia?
Send me a little
platform is
dude.
it on?
That's why I'm tired.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so it's
Mm.
PTSD.
I don't have Hulu.
Amazon Prime?
Can I use your Hulu to log in?
Yeah, Amazon Prime?
Think
Yes.
about that one.
It's on Prime?
Yeah, Amazon Prime.
Okay, all right.
They Live, guys. I'm telling you, it's going to open up.
I'll watch Vegas
Hey,
if you watch
look, we still in
Utopia.
your segment?
Yeah,
No.
1986. We not. Yeah, we are. Go ahead. I got 10 minutes.
No, you don't.
You got 5, nigga.
Look,
You just said 10
How do you
minutes
feel
to
about
10 minutes.
Bitcoin going to 40 mil?
Really?
When it got 40,000, you mean?
Yeah, 40,000.
Is
No,
it, did it go there? Is it going there?
What's the name? I forget who predicted it. Somebody predicted it being 40 mil within the next 5 years.
Yeah. I don't
40 mil?
Yeah, I know it's gonna get to
40,000.
100,000. Yeah, I mean, I knew it was good. You know, I made couple of good investments earlier this year and last year.
No. How do you feel about it?
I feel
Because y'all know what
I don't-
Bitcoin is.
I don't think it's gonna go that high in the next 40
it
years.
is. Though. I felt good.
Do you know how far this went in just
No, I just have
3
to-
6 months. Just since March.
not even March because it was high and it dropped. Everything dropped in March. So I'm going back
But
beyond
March is
March.
when I bought it. By then, I
Yeah,
bought it
but
at 2,000. It was 4,000.
I'm comparing the top of what it was into the top of what it is now. Not March when everything dropped in March.
Oh, you saying where
Before March.
where the highest it got to?
Exactly.
It was like 6 bands.
Exactly. and now what it is, like what that margin within the last 3 years? Come on, bro. From
Well,
6
can I tell you why?
to 40,000?
So Elon Musk is the richest
Just
man.
imagine if you would put $100 in that. When
What's that,
just
2,000? You can still do it. Don't let that discourage you. Still put money into it if you guys are able to. 500 should be you guys good.
what you just say? Bruh, exactly. That's exactly what the fuck we talking about right now. Like, oh shit, Steve. Like what?
Hi, Dread Shankle.
Bruh, crazy. And they're projecting it to be what, like 40 million in the next 5?
So can I tell you, I'm gonna show you guys why. So Elon Musk is the richest man on
That's
earth
crazy.
right now. So he's the quietest
Oh,
richest man on earth.
He ain't the rich man on
Not
earth.
the
He's the richest
rich
man in the nation.
Jeff.
No, he's the
Way
richest
more
man
people
on
richer
earth.
than him.
Jeff Bezos was the first one. Now
In the
Elon
nation.
Musk.
Not on earth.
I'm
No,
not gonna argue
absolutely not,
with you,
nigga.
I don't care.
It's all kind of Saudi Arabian princes. They got billions and billions of fucking dollars. Niggas got way more money
He's worth 175 billion. We're not talking fake money right now.
than that. No, it's all real, Grant.
Yeah, so a lot
I
of
don't think you in the world, though. In the world, nigga. I don't think you rich. You not in the
He
world.
was the richest man in the world before him. Jeff Bezos.
In the world? I don't think so. I don't think it's in the world. I'm about to look it up right now, nigga. Hold on. Give me some time. Shit, nigga.
So the point is that these three investors inside big whales inside big Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk owns most of it, and then you got another investor. So these are whales, bro, that is putting the hundreds of billions of dollars into Bitcoin to drive it up, which is not bad. I'm just saying, I'm just telling you who the owners are. So if you guys want to follow the money, you'll follow Tesla. You know what I'm saying? I should say that. But
Yeah, I'm still looking for an old ass like nigga to buy me a couple shit. Why spend my money when I can spend theirs?
You know
That's the
what?
point, Louis.
You know what?
Right.
The point.
Let that go, Louis. Let that go.
How does Louis know?
Let that go, please. Let that go.
How does Louis know?
It's like you want to elaborate on that. I'm not even
All right, next topic.
45 seconds, Louis.
45 seconds.
45 seconds, Louis.
So, hey, look. Yeah, they're trying to hit on my seconds. All right, so look. 45 seconds left. What can I give people in 45 seconds? All right. Don't be scared. Invest into your future. The little money that you have is not going to grow. So throw it somewhere where that motherfucker going to grow. And what does that mean? Dude, stop being scared and waiting, thinking that, okay, I'm going to wait on this amount of money for me to start investing into stocks or cryptocurrency. Do not get left behind, guys. This is a transfer of wealth. Don't get left behind.
That's right.
Oh, you can't even see.
All right. Big facts, Louis. See, you want to go? Big facts.
Wanna talk?
Yeah. Smile on you.
I mean, can you talk about that white diaper in your mouth?
That's from all that shit that he's spilling out.
Oh,
I like that.
God.
Damn.
Okay. One question. Do you believe that you can conduct electricity?
You said what?
We do.
That's why I stopped recording.
You didn't say that,
Do we believe what?
Do you believe that you can conduct electricity?
I can conduct an orchestra.
Our bodies do.
Okay. Tell me how.
Wait, what do you think audio engineering is? What do you think waves are?
Okay. Keep going.
It's energy. And it's transferred through a mic to where you could visually see the wave and the energy and the electricity within your body.
So we can visibly see electricity throughout the body.
Of course.
What? We don't see. Of course.
What's that equipment called?
I don't know. So
It's
is
like
there a
the
reason
audio
why we're
engineer
doing
has
here?
a mixing
What's the
board.
next word?
I'm pretty sure that doctor has a mixing board or a utensil to see what he needs.
Don't
to
hit him
see.
with the facts, Dan.
what's going on in your body.
And EKG,
We went
that's
from
from
looking
that,
at
they're monitoring the actual, you know,
What's it called?
response of your heart. So
Yeah,
that's a
called?
measurement of electricity,
Right.
and that's, they just put leads on you and it's on a piece of paper or a computer screen, you know.
How do we get
When
that?
you get certain CAT scans, depending on
How
what
do we
CAT
get that?
scan.
How do we get that? How much does that cost?
Get what?
EKG.
Yeah,
For what?
You talking about the procedure?
to see electricity and to be able to conduct it whenever we want.
You conduct yourself, conduct naturally.
Didn't they have a whole Tesla experiment or something?
Your body conduct it
This
naturally.
nigga trying to
in
figure out how we
yourself,
could generate enough
Bro,
energy within our
it's
body
electricity
to
within
power
our
our
nerves.
cars, our houses, our
Yeah.
Hold on, within just the human body, we have electricity that
Yourselves.
that goes between each nerve. That's what our nervous system is. An electrical circuit that tells us what to do. So each thought, each action and movement, there's all the electricity going from one nerve to the next.
So
Each
how you
brain,
conduct that out, you know, and show it.
like you doing now. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
But you can see electricity. I'm showing you electricity right now.
What
How about when you walk
instrument
by
you
and
can
shop
be
at
able to
night?
do?
I'm just saying, bro, conduct electricity.
you mean can we fire bid?
You mean like projected out of a body or something? Is that what you're saying?
Are we stormed?
Yes. Have you shot somebody before, G?
So what's the backstory
If I touch
behind
right now, I get
this
shot.
topic?
What you talking about?
Where are you trying
I'm trying to figure out what you
What
asked.
we doing?
I want to hear serious talk.
You
Yeah.
know, y'all.
Hey,
Y'all answer that. I'm trying to figure out where y'all are.
No,
Like,
because like, where do you want us to go with
it
it?
was straight random question. Where you trying
Like that?
So what's the topic?
Do you believe you can conduct electricity? That's all we have. Mm-hmm. And you said, what you call it? An EKG?
Yeah, you can, that's how you can see it.
That's how you can see it.
And that's monitoring your heart.
You know what the problem is?
What's the issue?
You don't have an interface to be able to do it.
What?
Interface.
You don't have an interface to be able to transfer the electricity from your body to visual 3D model or whatever.
I love how you like. I love how you kept that in terms that you can really understand.
If you need an interface to get the mic, get the energy from the mic to the computer. So you don't have an interface to get it from your body to other objects.
We're conductive.
We to a monitor.
I don't know how you want to be able to visually see it. If you want to get it to a monitor, we don't know the interface to be able to do that. We don't have that.
I mean, we don't personally conduct enough to like.
Have you guys ever been like walking around and shot
We don't-
somebody?
we don't
touching them,
conduct-
That's just
Yeah.
static electricity.
But
though.
it's
It's
still,
something-
And
that's the way
that's-
he can
Touch the
see it.
speakers,
But-
the speaker
and
and
that's more
record.
so from
You know,
an
you gonna hear it
outside
on the
response.
speakers. You gonna blah 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 blah.
That's more so from an outside response. We ourselves, by ourselves, don't conduct enough to generate like
I
that.
want to see where this going though. See, second question. You
They do have gloves. They do have gloves nowadays.
the first question be the lead up, and the second question be
Yeah,
like,
that's all like, well, where are we
You want
going?
a foreplay all the time?
Well, this first question is actually
That's
this
what I'm
first
saying.
question is actually interesting by itself.
You
When
really
you break it down,
Okay, so now that
As
it's
we're
got
breaking it
interesting,
down.
you would answer.
Now everybody hear this? Everybody answer?
Yeah.
It be like
It is not true.
All right, well, if you tell us more then, since,
want the latest email.
like, where are we going?
Well, we were just breaking down just the conducting, being able to
How he
generate.
likes to see it.
Okay, and now that we figured, like, cause we got 30 minutes. What's
So,
next?
how do you feel about that?
I've
How do
already
So,
answered, like,
Y'all answer, yes, we trying to tell you, man. That's what's
For sure.
frequency up there that happened to that head.
All right, so I
Oh,
guess
you don't-
we're done with this question.
Well, man, electrifying, I guess. Next question. Build your own park, and what does your park have that no other park has?
We need to have park, dog.
Had nothing to do with the first question.
oh, but you said it's gonna come
A
back.
ballpark? Nigga, what kind of park? Gee, a
Let me see
decent
where
park, a
this
ballpark?
Whatever park you want.
Huh?
name something that your partner had that no other partner
Whatever
had.
park will have.
So we gotta think of a park that nothing else. That's you gotta give me an idea.
A
though.
full-on
Sure, bro.
cannabis entry.
No,
That's
wait,
right.
No, because I
You
gotta bring
can
my kids
smoke
to this
and
park.
enjoy the
No,
park.
I'm
No!
sorry. Park, homie. I need trampolines, trampoline basketball hoop off top. Fat ass slides to where my kids scared to go down, so I can go down with them. I need, of course, a basketball hoop so they can try to shoot.
Acres.
No, I'm not done.
Hoop land.
Because I need a whole field.
A soccer?
No, not really a soccer. Just
Can we
a
at least
field.
play cricket?
Just grass. And I ain't gotta be a specific field. I just need a field. Give me a field where we can play catch, where we can play T-ball, where we can play some strikeout.
Run around with your dog.
Yep. Yeah. Amazing ass play structure. You remember the play structure we got to climb with all the rope and shit? I need to come down.
Can it be a big play structure?
Yeah.
Bro, I want to play on a like
Think
actual
about,
playground.
think about a slide that's 2 stories, 3 stories high. And
Yeah.
a play structure that's that big.
I want to do a
I'm in
little.
there with my kids. Stop playing. We finna tackle this.
What about the swinging things? You know how you used to have to get from one platform to the other and swing across the little
Monkey bars, my nigga.
You gonna have adult size of those?
The monkey bars, that's a lot. I mean, that's around now are pretty adult size.
No, they are not.
But
I'm talking about the ones where you gotta grab onto the little things,
Yep.
not the bars, but the little hanging things that swing.
Yep. My kids love to do that.
Yeah,
The monkey swing thing.
yeah, but you know, once you get too tall, you can't do it anymore. Can I have one of them?
Yep, definitely.
I'll come. I want to come now.
I'm sorry, is this an adult park or?
Well, that's the
It's a
thing.
universal park.
Cause my park.
I made an adult park where you can smoke.
She
weed.
finna have. Oh my god. Hey, hold on, wait. Her park, the seesaw where they sitting on.
We're not going into that. We're not going into that. We're not going into that.
What kind of park?
We're not going into that.
You know, my park.
Y'all gonna go on that seesaw?
No.
Swing on your
Oh my God.
and harnesses and shit. So what kind of park?
She gonna for sure have to swing this
Let's
park.
go get on that seesaw.
Yes. Did I tell you about my
Girl,
boyfriend?
let's go
Did I
to
tell
that
you about
park.
my boyfriend?
I got this
No,
seesaw.
we're talking about building your own thing.
Oh, my boyfriend came from
My
Nashville.
park's gonna have it's gonna have a yeah. My park, yeah. Ready to go down. All right,
Louis
so
speaking on his park. Can we see what Louis park is?
my park gonna go down, G. So first, what we gonna do at Louis
Damn,
Park,
say you
right?
making that water look hella good, boy.
Right.
Thirsty?
Can we have some?
My nigga over there thirsty.
Yeah.
In the middle of Louis Park.
Fuck.
No, that's
No,
shit.
water.
Shit, bro. Let Louis tell you how he's gonna solve that
It's
thirst
water.
issue.
Fuck it.
We are in Louis Park.
Okay.
All right, so look, the first thing I got in my park, Brad, that nobody else got is the Ninja Warrior thing in that motherfucker, right?
Oh,
So
that's tight. That's tight.
So I see I'm in
Old
there.
school ninja
I'm
90s
in
days,
there.
warrior kids.
Brad, I'm gonna have that thing, and I'm
Ain't you
gonna
an
have
80s baby?
a double dare in that bitch, that motherfucker.
Yes. Is we gonna have a slide?
Come on,
The slide one?
that motherfucker with hella. Yeah, I'm about to go crazy. Hold on, bro.
Hold
on,
I like
cuz.
Louis Park.
Hold on, bro. I'm not even done yet, though. Then we're gonna have you know how we usually have the go-karts go around? We're gonna have exotic forms.
I gotta show. Do they have? Do they?
They pay for you good, bro.
So if they wreck it or get into an accident,
Insurance, nigga, I wanted to make it. Nigga, it's Louis. I wanted to get the brand new thing. You feel me?
but what about on the people? That sounds like a lot of liability issues.
I'm gonna have liability. You're gonna sign it that no matter what happened, that you're not liable. So once you're not liable, you can't sue. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna pay for everything. You feel what I'm saying? And if you back into the park, if you back to it,
Ready? Let me know when you're ready.
Come on,
I'm
what?
steal that motherfucker, nigga.
Ah!
Be up out of there.
So y'all
That's
don't
my
get
guy
my
right
park?
there.
Are they gonna give me my park?
So no bumper cars. We're gonna have bumper
I
Ferraris.
didn't finish.
That's right. Bumper Lamborghinis.
Our
Bumper Bugattis.
Oh my god.
okay, Pops. What if we got some real
Everybody
Mario
go-
Kart
everybody
instead of
You like it, guys?
I think some somebody ready.
Bumper Audis and
I
shit.
don't care. You're not about to wreck my vet, bro.
I almost died.
I think
Bumper Fiscus.
If it's bumper cars, I want to dog out the Dukes of Hazzard car.
Oh, come on, brother.
Dog that out real quick, just crashing to everybody.
All right, so y'all.
Man, you know, we're gonna have an exotic zoo, bro. I'm talking about we're gonna have motherfucking pterodactyls, bro.
You know
We
what?
having
God
nigga,
damn it.
big on my mama, bro. We gonna have ocelot. We gonna have a whole Jurassic Park in that bitch. Going crazy, nigga. Come on, bro. Hell exotic animals, that motherfucker, dog.
Bro, imagine. Hold on.
I got a question though. You seeing these like fly by, like you looking at
Bro, imagine driving a bumper. Imagine bumping your Ferrari, bro. And a fucking pterodactyl flying over you, bro. Bro, you are in a Ferrari, bro. You bumping into this Bugatti ass nigga, bro. And a pterodactyl flying over you, bro. Bro, how do you? Y'all go buck tackle, bro. What the fuck?
Bitch, you gonna have pterodactyls. Do you know like what kind of drop?
Bro, they dropping it all over your bumper. Tesla, nigga. They dropping it all over your bumper. Tesla, nigga. I'm in Bob!
Why you gonna see somebody get crushed with a crowd and shit?
All your food is all your food is
You eat mud and driving a Ferrari, bro, with a pterodactyl flying over you, though.
all your food.
I think you gonna drop a ton of shit on
You know what I'm saying? The big ass T-bone steak and everything looks like a footstone, bro.
Bro, this nigga said exotic zoo, bro. And this nigga brought a pterodactyl in this bitch, bro.
Well, my
Bro, what do the pterodactyl eat? Do we know this? Do we know what pterodactyls eat?
Good luck coming behind
Fish.
that part.
They eat baby humans.
Good luck coming behind.
So you mean you waiting in line for your to drive bumper exotic cars, and this exotic pterodactyl fly down and just eat your ass?
Niggas in line like
dropping a turd on the Ferrari.
Niggas in line like, we gotta get to these cars.
Now they vegetarians here.
Oh, this Saints Row. You playing Saints Row? That's what this is.
I'm happy this
We
motherfucker.
got GMO.
They're veggie dactyls.
So I think my park will be more child friendly. I will want basically something that scans the adults and assigns them exactly to the child they came with.
What the fuck?
Because there's people that pick up people's children and walk away. You turn your
They got
head
that
and
at Chuck E.
there's
Cheese.
So a system.
I wish somebody would.
So
I don't.
That is interesting. I want to ask you how that system is
I
gonna work.
will.
I mean, like she
Yes,
said,
I will
it's
kill a lot of people.
similar to Chuck E. Cheese, where you're assigned to your
You
child.
should
Like
just
you're
start
in
to-
here. If your shit don't match with your child,
You can't leave with them. They give you a stamp when
it's
you
like
come
an
in.
alert.
Hold on.
In Chuck E. Cheese, you get a stamp for years. You-
Because I know getting the stamp, but I didn't know it matched with the ears.
Yeah. So if you got a kangaroo in your hands, your baby's got a kangaroo in
That's crazy.
their hands.
Please,
And you gotta scan it with
Under a black light.
I don't like that type of shit,
so
dog.
mine would be a little bit
Y'all have like a band.
so mine would be a little bit more sophisticated. I think it should have a lot to do with like the legal aspect. We need a thumbprint. Like you scan your thumb. If your hands, if you pop up with any type of shit, you can't come up in here. And I understand that may exist where there will be a bias. However, it just at least keeps kids a little bit more safe.
facial
So-
Any type of shit,
recognition?
anything on your record.
I don't.
Any-
At this
any
point,
child-
it's
any
You
just
just
child-
can't do it with child.
Alright,
You can't do
Any
no
child
pedophile.
dangerous shit, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
you can't.
I'm sorry.
So,
So
if
If
you
you
do
do
like,
drugs, I don't want you in my park or my sister park, nigga.
I mean,
okay, anything, we can pick it apart. So I'm still telling you guys, right? So.
Sorry, because I'm interested.
So that's one thing I want to make sure that there's a measure of security within entering and exiting out of this place. That's one thing. Also, if we can have some type of situation where like, you know, like you can look at your phone and you can be thinking about something and it already pops up. Like it's got to be some type of not mind reading thing or something. But like if you come in, maybe, you know, now they got the little temporal scanners for your whole head. If they had something where it getting something like that, if it's on high, you can't enter anymore.
What?
Yeah,
Like, okay, because I was.
This-
So no, I kind of did already. So it's like temporal. So it's like a temporal scanner, right? Similar to that, but then there's like maybe some type of thing that can measure arousal prior to you coming inside.
Hold on.
So-
Whoa. What if you
So
said? What if you see
anticipation
another
about going
mother?
into a
That
park?
is a personal arousal. How
I
long
mean,
is
shit.
Like my. But at the end of the day, you not up in here with some weird type of shit going on. I don't give a fuck. Fix your heart on in the truck before you come up in this motherfucker.
This doesn't sound like a park as much as
like
it
there's
does.
women, so there's women that come in and have desires towards kids too. So my thing is to keep all the weirdos away from these kids while they playing. Period. So I mean, if we gotta figure it out, just like the temporal scanner, sometimes you might be a degree higher than normal, and you gotta come to the side. They gotta let your shit cool down. Walk that shit off before you come back up in here. Like, no.
You know, you go crazy because like that answer still fits within the parameters of the question, but where's the park? You know,
So,
right?
No, you said what your park gonna have.
That's different. That's why I said it's still within the parameters.
So, it has everything to do with the park. A park, in my mind, is usually for children. So my thing is, I'm gonna focus on the children's safety prior to getting in there. They can't enjoy themselves; they might get snatched away. Their parents can't. Whatever. There's dog parks, ball parks. There's skate parks. Kids are
She
not
answered
safe.
the question.
Like y'all,
Still at the
y'all.
entrance. Let her finish.
So no,
You still at the entrance.
fuck the rest of the shit. I'm worried about the entrance.
Yeah, that's
So,
her main
At the end of the
concern.
day, you ask for the park. Right now, nobody worried about the motherfucking safety of the kids. If you look at half these parks, they already dilapidated and fucked up. And kids gotta slide down some shit. They got a needle at the end. So at the end of the day, it's like, we talking about sliding shit, that's cool. The kids ain't safe. So that's one measure of safety that they never think about.
That makes sense.
All right, so who wanna go next? Because this was hard. I didn't understand.
So it's stressful.
We talking about pterodactyl soup. Everybody was on board
This
with that
nigga
motherfucker.
stupid.
Next. Who
Pterodactyl soup.
I'm only worried about the safety. Hey!
Sin doesn't take his son to theme parks and stuff.
Why?
Joseph has never been to
the kids
play. You never took them?
Lies.
Oh.
He said he don't
Lies.
like parks. I asked him about his park. He was like, you know.
He would build a
Yeah,
Fortnite
you
park
know,
just
my
for
park would
Joseph.
be, my park would be like Frank Fest.
You gonna have real serial killers?
Is that the darkest thing
At the very end, just to entice you to do it. At the very end, if you survive, you get whatever you desire.
Okay.
You good. Hold on. How does this work? Walk me through this. How does this work? How does this work?
Damn it.
Nigga, that sounds like some get out of prison real quick.
Right?
If you survive this shit, we'll let you go.
So how does this work? So,
This nigga is good at the 500.
You get whatever. I didn't put a whole lot of logic into it. He was like, if you can build your own park, how would you do it?
Dark stand.
you just threw some shit in there.
I just do
You could have just said you could have had an alligator on a swing and that would have.
I'm trying to rebuild people's parks.
for real.
I'm not, but that's the same concept as him just throwing it in there. He said there was no logic to it.
Where's the kids?
I'm there. I wish a nigga would.
Where's the park?
What? Hey, look, I'm not the kid too long.
My park, like I said, it'll be a marijuana park.
See?
All pie.
Where your kid at?
You're gonna have marijuana food, shakes.
Yeah,
Man, I done seen that shit before too. Motherfuckers sitting at the park but ain't got no kids, nigga. Just be chilling at the
Like
park.
that time we
Man,
took
you
the
gotta
kids
take
with
public
it. That man followed us all the way back to the
You just scared.
Right. He just followed us. We took our kids swimming, and this man followed us with our kids. Like,
I'm
just
talking about niggas who really have to walk, bro. You gotta
Where you kidding?
You talking about like at a regular open park,
bro.
public park?
Yes.
You can't be upset at nobody just sitting there. at a park.
That's
Nigga, that's weird as fuck, bro.
That's
That's hella weird.
to just sit there and watch people kids.
Watching niggas kids.
That's very judgmental.
That's
Man,
that's
it is.
And
You
that's
gotta
why
be
you
alive.
and that's why you gotta go say what's up with this nigga.
Period.
Like, but that's your kid over there. Well, you kids, you got
Motherfucking right.
Period.
what's up?
Maybe the nigga had a long day.
That's why you gotta see what's up. That's why now you gotta have a conversation with
if you go sit there and have a conversation with him and talk to him, I can understand. But if you coming at him like, bro, you ain't got no kid here, like, bro,
You're gonna ask
it's
him. That's gonna come up in the conversation. Do you have kids?
No, like, which one's your son?
Yeah.
Yeah, where your kid at? Like,
Which one
yeah.
of them
You feel me?
yours?
They ain't gotta come out that
That's
hard.
because you ain't got no kids, bro. Lose your kid.
So-
Lose
no,
your
because
kid.
I've
Lose your motherfucking
actually
kid.
I've
Lose your
actually sat at
motherfucking kid
I've
for
actually
2 minutes. I can't find my
That's
daughter
it.
for 2 minutes, and I be ready to fight every bitch
The
in the
rest of
room.
my day is
Period.
fucked up.
I cannot find my kid. Have a
kid.
kid and lose your motherfucking kid, and then you'll understand where we coming from.
okay.
Nah, bro.
I understand
I
I
will
understand
drag
from
a
an
bitch
outsider's
like
aspect, but I've been the person that sat at the park. And I, like, if I'm just sitting there, like, of course I'm just watching my surroundings. So kids,
That's why you so
No, stop. No, because it's been times that, like, I stop everything that I'm doing and I sit and I watch kids play. Because I enjoy, like, watching them do what they do. Like, if you sit and actually watch kids, like, just interact, bro, it's, bro, it's amazing, bro.
You gonna get walked up on, nigga.
You really are. You might buy a real
My
nigga.
kids be at the park.
Yeah,
The
Just sit
thing,
there,
bro.
bro.
The thing is, bro, I don't know, because I understand y'all coming from an aspect of, like, there's too many pedophiles and shit out there. But also, bro, like,
Think about it as a
So
conversation.
that's a
So look,
bias.
Alan, think about it like this. Boom, you at the park. Listen, Alan, because I'm gonna bring it in full circle. You at the park. You're admiring at the fact that there are kids and you probably don't have kids and you want kids and this and that. A real fella that has kids is going to should approach the situation. It may not have to be hostile, but they should check the situation out. Period.
But you know what
You
kills
don't
me
even
is
have
the
to
fact
say
that
that.
we
You
don't
just don't
question
get
when
watched.
women do that shit.
Yes,
We
I
don't
was
question
just
when
about to
women
say
do that
that.
shit. And that's the problem
That's-
because women
that's-
are walking up stealing people's kids.
But
They're stealing people's kids.
that's
They're
the issue.
stealing people's kids and then they're
Hey,
stalking.
that shit happens
They're
more
doing
than
all
you think.
types of
But
shit.
women should check women just like
For
the
real.
guys should check
Because
the
I
guys in
watch
that situation.
everybody. Like
Yeah.
people be thinking I'm
Yeah.
tripping because I'll be like, what's wrong with this person? What's going on with this?
Right.
And they be like, oh, well, man, bitch, you play with it if you want to. Everything is a threat
Oh,
to
I
us
didn't
until it's
literally
not.
have to tell motherfuckers to back up. Like in stores, like I'm in Target with my daughter and my son, and we walking and like literally standing up, looking at shit. I'm like, bro, back up, bro.
So many kids
Come
get
here,
kidnapped
bro.
because
Bro,
of
what is this?
And you can't do too much to their daughter right there, but it's like, bro, you give them that look like.
But people
back the
I
fuck
rarely
up.
see people check women. There be women that'll walk up to somebody's kid. Oh, you want
Oh, I
candy?
did
Touching
the
people's
Chinese girl
hair and all
that
that.
Yeah,
On their face.
That's
Bitch,
it.
back up.
But for instance,
No, they don't do that.
one thing,
Yeah.
An Asian lady walked up to my daughter in the
When was it? That day that
like,
y'all,
I remember that.
yes,
Just staring at
and
her.
we was like, what?
But it turned out I think she had like
It
a
was crazy.
like a little mental thing. But
Yeah.
if she like just let you turn your back for 5 seconds, someone can literally be waving at your kid, not saying nothing. And you feel me? And your baby not saying, mommy, this lady, and she just say, come here. That's why I always be watching mine. Like, oh my god, that shit throws me off.
your child should know not to just.
They're
Depending on
kids. They are children.
Right. Some
For-
children are, a lot of children are
For me
gullible.
personally,
That's
I
another
just.
thing because people will force their kids to say hi to everybody,
I don't.
and it's like, no, they know.
Right.
If your kid is not speaking, it might be for a reason.
What's crazy is-
my daughter was straight look.
Yeah, and they be like, oh, your kid doesn't speak, and it's like,
Not if she don't know.
yeah, if she don't know, I
What's
don't
It's
crazy?
know.
alright. It's alright. It's cool.
It-
I,
but-
so- I sometimes been feeling uncomfortable when kids actually randomly say hi to me.
Mhm.
Cause like I like just watching human interaction. I like just psychology, just watching things that people do. So like if I'm like looking and I'm just watching how the child is doing this, why they're doing that, you feel me? Most likely I'm analyzing and wondering why that's going on and whatnot.
You take notes.
Yeah, bro, it's just understanding humans, bro. Like you feel me? Just looking at it. Even like looking at like this baby on like what type of person they'll grow up to be, or like you feel me? Shit like that, bro. It's like hypothesizing looking at.
So what?
It's what is it called? Observational experiment.
So exactly. Hell high.
But yeah, so I find it like sometimes
You gotta
uncomfortable when the child actually says hi to me. like because I actually look to the parent right after that because I'm like, when I be like hi, and the parent be like looking at awkward and shit. I'm like, why is it that kids like it for me? I don't know. They're much kinder than people that grow up.
I smash my daughter.
So say you don't know me and I'm walking by from me and your child is like hi.
And I'd be like, Bria, stranger motherfucking
But see
danger.
that's the thing. It's like,
Stranger danger. It
What's
could
wrong
be a
with-
woman, it could be a man, it could be a motherfucking dog. Stranger danger, don't touch it. It's not yours.
I go back to what we was asking last week, distrust talk.
It is.
And that's why I feel like
It is, and I feel like it should be.
Because there's no reason why people there should be no reason why
You
people
should.
there should be no reason why people can't say hi to one another in passing.
It shouldn't be a reason, but it also shouldn't be a reason for grown ass people to speak.
I mean, it brightens my day. When I'm walking in the shop, I'm like, hi, how you doing? Like it make like
Yeah, that's cool.
that shit
But
brightens
you
up
can
my day.
Those are fine when you're keeping it lit.
in those
If you're sitting there staring at the child and the child says hi, and then you say hi back, and then you're like,
so where are you going?
right.
Or
That's when it's
that
like,
little-
nah, nigga, nah. Nah, nigga, nah.
And the parent, you sit over here waving a lollipop
I'm
and
not
the kid
the-
just looking at you. And then the parent turn
I'm
around and
not
they
denying
finally see you
none
And
of
I
interact
got
with
an
that
elevator.
kid. That's it.
I'm
And that orange apple cheese.
I'm not denying all of that.
Yeah.
Because all of that is I get is second tier and stuff. So it's like once you get past the initial interaction, then it's like, all right, what's happening next? That's when that piece of shit. Who was that? That was
Me, Carnival.
Oh,
My Carnival will have a 3-layer laser tag, and in the entrance next to action, I want to add a family link. You have a family link, and we'll have 5-player, 10-player, 10-player family, 12-player family, 20-player family, all the link. Wherever you go, you all go as a unit. I will also have
I'll keep my party.
bumper cars, but not just bumper cars. You can also do a whole race. I love the American Warrior Ninja because I was gonna say obstacle course. So I love books. I was gonna say obstacle. When he said that, I was like, damn, that just seemed like I don't know if niggas remember watching NXT. I will have shit like that on the outside of it. Like a whole obstacle course of shit trying to fuck you up when you trying to get through.
Oh. Okay. Not fuck you up.
Yeah. Because it's gonna be stones trying to bounce, knock you out. It's gonna be pillars swinging when you're trying to jump. You know, at one point you're gonna think you got it. You made it.
Like when you on Mario and you on One Life Left.
No, like Temple Run.
Oh.
Who beats Temple Run? Tell me who beat it.
I did. Look.
What's that then? Tell me.
I ain't never seen it.
Exactly.
I think it's
no, it's a pointless game. It's meant to keep you there
let's
for
keep
hours.
this
Just keep running.
That's all that video games are, pointless.
So,
All of them.
oh, my bad. Excuse me. Go ahead, brother.
Moby.
Go ahead, thank you.
Hell no, my job pushing that shit so tough. I'm like, nope.
So I got topic.
Y'all can keep that shit. I don't want it.
AP is gonna take the final 30 minutes of the show.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, so AP topic. My first topic. No, shut up. You don't know anything. You wasn't here. So my first topic. AP's first topic. How do you feel about artificial insemination?
I say go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah, because there are my.
Oh my God.
I almost said it though. I stopped. So I know people that are unable to have babies. I don't agree with that shit though. When it's like a man that turned to a woman that turned to a man but still got the uterus but want to have a baby. Like that's that weird shit. But if it's like people who are perfectly healthy, but they got some Loki and shit that's to the left a little bit more than normal, then I say go. Because there are people who have, what is it, a pear-shaped uterus? Yeah, and then it's like when your uterus is shaped funny, you can't hold the baby, so you have to get like stitches up there. Yeah, so they have to stitch you to keep it, to make it where you can carry your baby to the staples. Yes, and it brush your whole asshole off, girl. It's magical.
I mean, it's not the actual asshole. What?
It's magical. It feels like it. Because they tell you to push like you got shit.
Because you can get ripped, or they'll like, anyway.
Yeah, they'll snip.
Yeah.
Oh, like in the tube and not like in the person?
However, if you
Oh,
get
okay.
sperm from the sperm bank to have your kids, you're not having that natural.
That's not artificial though.
Well, it is.
That's why I was lost. It's like,
Artificial is
No,
While y'all
it
waiting
is
till I ask you
artificial
something.
insemination because it's not actual coitus that's producing it. It's
Right.
But you're
taking
getting
one.
sperm from a man, from an actual
Right,
person.
from a
He
Yeah,
is,
but
right?
it's not coming from the actual form of sex. You're just basically implanting an egg with semen.
Right.
So
I see how this is
I'm about to-
important, so I'm gonna look it up.
yeah, that's how I was like.
And my phone was in there.
My phone's dead.
You got iPhone? I got my phone. Yeah.
The perfect.
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause
shit,
this
that's
plug don't even work.
artificial insemination is a fertility treatment method used to deliver sperm directly to the cervix or uterus in hopes of getting pregnant.
Yeah, it says deliberate introduction of sperm into a female cervix or uterine cavity for the purpose of achieving a pregnancy through in vitro fertilization by means other than sexual intercourse. So you can literally, the women that try turkey bake,
Yeah,
they literally are artificial insemination.
this nigga come the fuck outside, bro. He should be in the back. What's going on, y'all?
So, Sam, how you said you feel about it?
I'm not female time.
You got me waiting on you for 10 years.
What people do is that business.
What people do is that. Louis, how do you feel about artificial insemination?
Shit. Come out like you, girl.
Damn.
That shit.
Dark Louis, everybody. Dark Louis.
Fuck.
Yeah.
See, how do you feel about artificial insemination?
There's actually a show about me on
Oh.
Hulu. It's called Seed. It's about this white guy. He got drunk. He was off the bed. He got pregnant. So they held a sperm as a sperm bank.
What?
And when the kids got older, they went to go find them. One child was in a lesbian relationship. The other one was in a regular family. And then he got another bitch pregnant, and she went to the sperm bank and ended up giving her his sperm, but he met her already before she even made that decision. He's gonna end up giving him. Pretty good show. It's called Seed. They picked a multi-universe meet.
Dropping nuts inside sperm banks. So you guys, your pennies, you take that. Yeah, dude.
I mean, the nigga wants to say.
But to get paid.
That sounds like a
And yeah,
lot of
he did, and I was on it. God damn it.
So I bring up the question. Because there was recently a woman who just had a baby that was born, and technically the baby is 2 years younger than.
I mean, yeah, I saw the white lady.
I think 2 years.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, because he's donated his sperm
Because
right before her.
because the sperm was donated around the time 2 years after she was born, and it was frozen.
So it's her daddy. So she had a same.
So she had a baby by some old ass nigga.
So her sister don't.
No, it's a rent. She went to the sperm bank. Her and her husband went to the sperm bank to get some sperm, and this is like on record. The baby is 2 years. Is technically 2 years younger than the mother.
Why would she take old ass nut?
Cause she's
Oh,
sorry. Goddamn.
why would she take old ass?
Baby is technically 2 years younger than the mother, even though it was just recently born.
So,
Gotta go back.
I didn't answer about it. I have no problems with people getting artificially inseminated. I mean, it depends on the reason why. I do hold a bias towards the women that forcefully will make somebody their baby daddy by stealing sperm. That's weird. But women or trans couples or whatever, anyone that has an issue with having children, they feel like they're ready to have children and they have a genuine love for children, by all means.
Right.
Multiply.
Our next question: are criminals born or created?
Yeah.
What's a criminal?
Yeah. Some of them are created. The ones that are created are usually
Because if you was born in the elite, what criminal should you do? You're an elite family.
if you were born from the elite, how did your family become elite? Because a lot of times when motherfuckers become elite, they do a lot of crooked shit to get there.
Or how is your family remaining elite?
By doing crooked shit.
Crooked Hillary.
So,
Yes. Selling white folks out here fucking this shit.
so you define whatever
And stealing people kids.
criminal is to you. Whatever Dark Louis does is criminal.
He came up with the best name. Sleepy Joe.
Who said that? Who said shout out to Wayfair? Mac and cheese said it.
Shout out to Wade.
So,
Only a few people.
Right.
Oh.
are criminals
You didn't know
born
that was-
or formed? Action.
Yes.
Are criminals born or formed?
Because someone had to commit the first crime, so they were born that way.
They were born.
They were born to have some type of thing in their head that made them feel like, I'm going to be the first murderer. I'm going to be the first robber, first whatever, first liar, whatever. Like, they had to take it upon themselves to do that, and then it just,
So as some random kid being born, let's say right now, you believe that they something in their head they were being born with that tells them like they're going to kill somebody one day.
possibly when they're sociopaths, they're born that way, and it's been said that they will die that way.
No, it's not.
So-
That. When you're in the army, are you a criminal?
Yes.
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 The fuck, yes.
To the other side, you are a
Yeah.
criminal, bro.
You-
Not, nigga.
Illegal to-
If
You
we
sound
in war,
stupid.
family. If we in war,
To the other side, you
now
are
I'm a criminal. We in war, dog. Chill, bro.
It's still a war crime.
Yes.
A war crime. No, that's no war crime.
But I mean, it's still a crime that you're committing in war.
Right.
That's
No,
what
it's not.
You're committing a
dog.
crime
they,
against
they,
your
they
enemy.
may excuse it. They may excuse it for that term.
Nah, fuck.
But morally,
That's the
by legal terms, it is still a crime.
At the end of the day, whoever your enemy is criminal.
No, that's not.
It's
bro.
criminal
What are
to
you talking
them. If you in war and your enemy and you gotta kill
Let's
them,
not make
it's
this
criminal.
How do you steal a life?
What's the topic?
How do you
But
steal a life?
the topic is, are criminals born or formed? And he believes that criminal,
But they're both.
I'm
the
saying,
term
what is it?
criminal is
Yeah,
not.
like it's too broad. Dog. You don't even know what you're talking about.
No, they're
Are
both.
criminal,
The ones that are formed
no,
are,
answer.
I believe, I'm sorry if I cut anybody off. The ones that are formed, me coming from where I come from, are usually people that are tired of being without or not having. So, like, for example, I have a cousin right now that's never going to get out of prison because he killed a police officer while he was robbing a bank. But he was robbing a bank because my auntie lost her job and they were about to lose their place to stay. He got tired of watching my auntie struggle to try to figure it out. So he went, and this was in Frisco, and robbed a bank. And then the process of him doing that, because it's all in his statement. When they asked him, like, you know what I'm saying, like, why did you shoot the police officer? He was like, I was trying to get this money to get this shit home to my mom. Like, he had started doing hella shit, like snatching purses, whatever they was doing back then. But at the end of the day, there are some that are created for various reasons. And then there are ones that are born that way. There are people that are born with chemical imbalances that cause them to do shit like kill their whole family while the motherfuckers asleep because their mama said they couldn't go to the party. Like, there's really people that do that. I watch a lot of crime shows. And there are really people that do shit like that. That
Murder porn?
that do.
Murder porn.
No, I don't watch murder porn, but I watch lesbian
Like,
porn.
you talking like snuff?
Lots of-
Murder porn is Snap, Fatal Attraction.
Oh yeah, I watched that.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
I thought
yeah.
you
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't use the word porn with me because I go to the
Oh.
left.
Yeah, it's murder porn. Just like there's food
I
porn.
start thinking about pillow hunting and tripping and all
Oh,
that
yeah.
kind of shit.
I for sure
Be specific.
won't be on crime porn and food porn, regular porn, especially Ebony pillow humping.
Yes.
We're not talking
Come
about
on,
porn.
up top.
We're talking about criminals. So,
Oh,
all right, going.
Ebony
Basically-
pillow hunting is the best.
So, building on. Sin, do you believe criminals?
So I just want to know.
Hold on,
Okay, that's what I'm curious about.
hold on.
They like to watch it, or they like to actually act on it?
We are talking. We are on the topic. We're on the topic. Sin, are criminals born or born?
I hate the question. I hate asking the question.
It's the criminal.
There's many couples
Just the
there.
criminal. The ways using
Is
criminal.
it the term criminal that's throwing it off? Is that what it is?
Because
I mean, I guess.
Should I say murderers?
Yeah, that is-
Thieves?
Are they born?
I think some more.
Should I say
Some.
what do you consider crime? What do you consider
Some people
criminal?
are born chemically imbalanced. It ain't nothing you can do. They just fuck for the game.
And it makes them.
that's normally your psychotic people, your murderers, your killers, people that make bombs and blow up and shit, because they fucked up. They fucked up. But like normal shit, robbing a nigga, bro, you wasn't born that way, nigga.
No, but it
You
made you.
start fucking around.
Something made you.
Nah, but
But
that's not like no normal fucking
It's
psychotic
not.
shit. I'm about to go rob a bank real quick. Nah, you don't think of shit like that.
No,
You think
but
of
what
shit
I'm
like,
saying is
I'm
there
about
are
to go fuck
born.
some shit up.
But when he said are criminals born,
So that's
or in my mind he's saying are they created? And I'm like, yes, because there are motherfuckers who are tired of not having shit. Like they
Well, that's been formed.
Right.
That's you've been formed.
so
That's
he
not
was
being
born,
created.
but then there are people that are on the
Yeah,
side.
just on some fucked up mentally. Yeah, but they do
Chemical
weird
imbalances
shit.
and all the shit.
Yeah, they do. They
Yeah.
be taking shit way
Killing
out.
cats and
Yeah,
shit. It's
yeah,
all
right.
bad.
That's how I start.
Killing birds and cats and shit.
Killing cats and shit.
Why?
Yeah, that's some.
What that guy
They're
doing?
born. People like
Huh?
that. are born
That's
like
you been born that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with some people were raised in a farm, dog.
See,
Well, we're not talking about it in that sense.
See what you
Like that's like a way of living if you killing like that. But if you just taking the family dog blood and fucking stabbing that motherfucker in the throat and hang his ass.
What?
See,
You was born with the chemical imbalance.
see,
Nigga, you one of the ones, nigga.
so do you think that criminals or people who commit crime, are they born that way? Are they born to commit crime? Or is something that's created in their life? Something that's called criminal?
I took that shit over at this good juice. You like 80 something. Like,
You could be taught to be a criminal, sure. You know, around, with the wrong type of crime. And you could actually like being born. Let's say you was born a twin, and became circumstances where one of you had to, more or eat your twin to live. So you have to steal that life to be born. So you stole a life to be born.
Damn.
Yeah, I guess you are born a criminal.
Fuck.
Because you stole a life already. You stole your
That's
twin
true.
life. Your twin,
That's true as fuck.
you ate it or it ate you, whatever the case may be. I've seen some cases like
Yeah,
that. And that's a crime, to steal a life.
I can't even rebuttal that.
That's what I hear when I answer the question. That's why I said both. You can't rebuttal. I answered the question.
Well,
You
okay.
can be formed and born.
Out of everybody that said both of that second part, I can't even rebuttal. as far as the psychotic end, I personally believe that criminals are born. It's not something that you're born doing. I don't believe that people were born evil. People were born to do bad things.
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah, people be born like that, bro. For real.
Have you never
It be
looked a white man in the eyes? They have no soul.
Things are
I'm a good night, y'all.
things are taught growing up, and things are seen and understood differently by each individual. So, if we look at people that do have chemical imbalances and psychotics, it's like, all right, they killed how many people? Do they have the urge to kill every single day of their life?
Did you see all the chemical
Are they-
imbalances that was at the motherfucking
That's possible.
Capitol building?
You said what?
Did you see all the chemical imbalances that invaded the Capitol?
They were paid.
What?
It doesn't matter. It was chemical imbalance.
And they just happened to show off a little bit better than we did. They got paid.
Even thinking about the people that like shoot in the crowds, it's not like something that they do every single day. Even thinking about the Unabomber, it wasn't something like that. He was just bombing every single day since he was born.
He didn't eat his twin.
That nigga had a mental problem.
No.
Yes.
But sometimes,
no,
okay,
see,
so can you
but that's
agree
the
that
thing.
sometimes it might build up? They
That's
might
the
have to
thing.
build up the courage to actually do it, but they've been doing little shit over the years.
That's still
I
a
think
that's a
I'm
mental
missing-
problem.
That's what I'm saying though. So just because he wasn't blowing up shit every day,
aspect of born.
but
Okay, so some people believe that they're born, some people believe that they aren't. So where are we going with this?
to the pterodactyl suit part.
No, I'm asking
Oh,
where
sorry.
are we going with it? Because now we're arguing about each other's opinion.
We're going to the park. Pterodactyl suit.
All right.
I want to talk about
Final-
Bugatti.
Final topic. Lobotomy. Do you feel like it is something that works? You don't know what lobotomy is. Lobotomy is it's not in practice as much now, but it does happen. It's rare, but it's basically where people who's crazy, psychotic, or whatnot, where normal medicine and medication and stuff don't work, and they feel like they have to go to surgery.
Extract that out.
Exactly. So it's like a certain brain surgery or whatnot that they'll get to take. Go ahead.
I've already said tonight.
Or electrotherapy. Hey, can you
Nah,
conduct electricity?
So what do you think about that? Or the concept of just removing the crazy like scientifically from somebody?
Oh shit.
Julio got a bottle? That's crazy.
You over here drinking water.
Benefits keeping them from causing harm to themselves and others.
Oh, that's always in my purse.
Most likely. I mean, because they tried every other medication or whatnot, and everything else seemed to not work.
Are these procedures voluntary or involuntary?
They will most likely be voluntary.
Volunteer?
So
But it's like-
volunteer, how they nurse them.
Oh, in the way?
However it works, I don't know if it just the way it sticks with just them shutting off nerve systems, if they got cut off a piece of their brain or whatnot.
Yeah.
We talking about fucking surgically removing schizophrenia, surgically removing. You said what you did. Hold on, what did you just say? All the those chemically imbalanced people who invaded the fucking Capitol building. Now we talking about surgically removing all those imbalanced chemicals.
There is no way to. They're just gonna have to die. All of them.
What about, would that basically render them like AI pretty much? Because you're shutting off their emotions, right? You're cutting their emotions off, right? So you're basically dealing one step away from AI pretty much.
Ah.
Does not compute. Error.
It's basically
You gonna say something?
like
My nigga froze.
Oh my god.
That was like a hard question to me.
And that's only if any other person has said lobotomy is like a last ditch effort if they feel like all other treatments have not worked.
Right.
But my thing is like, how do you know just because these are your set types of treatments, like how do you know that it's supposed to work for everybody? So you're gonna cut out a piece of my brain because of shit that you felt work with other people should work on me? Like, huh?
Or even the fact that
Can
like
we reconnected at some point?
No.
I gather not.
They're claiming that they
Bottled
can't.
water.
No, they're claiming that they
I
like
gather
when
not.
it gets to that point they can't. Like
You
No,
fried that shit.
That's
yeah,
what
like
they
the
did.
electricity is no longer working.
That's what they came up with the nano shit. So we can switch off the phone. Supposedly.
Yeah, nigga.
But it's like, all right, you been
See?
all your life you've been convinced that you got this, you feel me, mental issue or whatnot,
I do.
and like, all right, everything you try don't work, or you feel me, or don't fit
That means you're
whatever.
supposed to be that way.
Consequence.
So you go get it surgically removed.
No, I'm gonna just stay a motherfucking lesbian. The fuck?
Wait, what?
That's funny.
All right,
Man.
No, because
and that is the
no, I'm gonna
podcast.
tell y'all. No, wait. Let me explain. Let me clarify.
This
Because
has been the
I'm
Revamp
thinking
podcast.
of it in the sense of how they used to say, how people used
Born.
religious people used to say that if you were gay and you say you were born that way, that shit was a form of like mental instability, or that was a mental issue. So you can't beat it out of them. You can. Am I right? Am I wrong? You can't beat it out of them. Oh shit.
She look high or something.
So, she is.
Okay.
So it's like you can't.
What?
She like what? She was like,
You can't beat it out of them. You can't
what's
cut it out of their head. So just remain a fucking lesbian and live your life.
You got.
Live your life with the strongest part of that whole.
You feel me? Like live your motherfucking life.
Like, think about it though. Imagine the whole universe going gay.
What?
Whoa, man.
You imagine that already? See,
You already you gay then.
Right.
You just basically call yourself gay.
Everybody be dust. Everybody be gone.
No,
Nah, nigga, you didn't say that. Don't try to change up, nigga.
No,
You gay. You gay.
they won't.
Right, he already thought about it. Bro.
They won't because they figured out a way.
You know, Bill.
Where the baby was growing.
You know what I'm saying? That's another episode of the Revamp podcast. Back out the next Saturday at 7 o'clock. Got everything I know with podcast.
And the everything goofy ass shit, very total shit, was lame as hell, bro. What the twice out that shit, right? That shit fucked up, dog. We said no.
See, what you making me?
I'm hungry, y'all.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, don't come next week with that mic, bro.
Oh, but shit.
Behind the curtain.
You don't know how to act, you don't know how to get off the mic, bro.
Where you do that, bro? You take the Louisiana, you take the Saturday thing.
This ain't the Louisiana now.
What is on your
How many people tell you that today?
Oh, it's
I don't know what type of Louisiana it's gonna be. It's a clone.
This a clone.
Yeah, Gucci Man clone.
Clone again.
Let me get one of these.
I don't know this nigga.
We don't know this nigga is.
I know
it's
this guy.
hotel.
That's
You know,
talkative movements.
That shit hella cute.
Lean in.
It's a large. You probably need a small.
Then he stick to the time.
But that would be a little
You know
junky.
when
I'm
when
gonna try
you
them.
drug is dressed for longer than you think.
Hilarious.
The large? I'm trying to see you.
I mean, but every time I do stuff like this with a medium, I can't.
You show my toe?
I don't know, because
Tell
I
that
get
break
the
bread.
large.
Let me hear that real quick. You feel me? I gotta get inspired.
You think it's 6?
No,
Let 'em
'cause I
see,
get
brother.
the
What is
large.
wrong?
No damn
You
sense.
don't know
I
what
get the large.
nigga,
You might wanna do
more
a medium.
June, nigga.
Break bread with my people, bro. But I like to hate when people will. You should have put up on everything, yeah. Hey, you should have some more. Hey, I should be able to call. I don't realize when I'm trying to break bread with my people, bro. When I'm tryna break bread with my people, break bread with my when I'm tryna break bread with my other ways, sometimes people can show the love. And they ain't gotta stop asking for the jug. I mean, we support what I do because of love. Especially you're the person that get it from. And they ain't gotta stop asking for the jug. I mean, we support what I do because of love. Especially you're the person to get it. So I'm finna come by for you. Something because I'm finna come out for you. I'm there because I'm finna that right now. Straight fire, my sister needed. I'm out here between someone I go home. Really, nothing but decided I'm going home. I they got it. I gotta go hang with the bill. I can now think about that. We should have someone we know that we feel. Damn. I can now think about that. We should have someone we know that we feel. Damn. I can now think about that. I should be able to call on every idiot last one. I'm trying to break down. Hey, say, hey, what are you willing to do for money? Would you go back on what you said? Would you go against what you believe? Do you think there's a power in having greed? If you have that power, then let me see. Cause they don't wonder why they ain't gonna see. I put their mirrors on the ABC. They keep wanna let me speak. Still preaching killers to the death. I don't wanna make this kind of thing his legacy. You ain't pushing issues as a discrepancy. That's my specialty. I get the key to cash things while I'm catching. I mean, I wanna make a little more every key. Slap that new ABLC and get your vision clear. Efficiency to make it more interesting. Young sheep too, being sheep, count myself why they not even sleep. Everything that really what it seems like kidnapped to teach you how to eat. Do you smoke a drink? Out in the deep, you love to sing. Swim out in the deep, you love to sing. This is just a drink, get it in your sleep. I'm like, I floating, deep east Oakland, staying stagnated, can't inspire no greatness. Been around the block and now the name ringing. Trying to stack it all, no need for chain swinging. Party went smooth till niggas start gang banging. So fuck being safe, my nigga remain dangerous. You got that good, you know it's phone ringing. If it ain't about the money, I don't understand the language. 10 toes, I stay solid to the pavement. Some money out, some got straight. If I'm short, I'm asking how I make it. I down with something, we make it. Shorty bought a business, found out she make it. Since the Raiders move, we got power in our babies. Like the politic chop game about Franklin's. Coming on the brain of a king, it's amazing. Bring the bitches friends, make the rush for the bread. You ain't figure this out, don't compete.
Smoke a drink, hey. Do you smoke a drink? Hey. When you out in the deep, will you flood the scene? Hey. Yeah. When you out in the deep, will you flood the scene? This is just a drink when it comes in your sleep.
A lot of shit that niggas die for. A lot of shit that bitches die for. I just seen the new Benz and I can't afford. And I know we get it poppin' like an I-4. When the diamonds go bling, it's an eyesore. And the pockets too big like a dinosaur. Cause you want more, and I'm not sorry. All the shit that niggas die for. It's gonna take a whole lot to excite me. I'm not gonna be a liability. I didn't want it with the herb, that's my cup of tea. Say that easy, says she's a body. It's body, bag it up, run it up, back it up. Keep the Lisa OZ in my Barbie. it up, tear it up, bag it up, bag it up. Turn the whole crime scene to the party.
Damn! I can tell you I got to this too. Where in the world you wanna be? Or rather be? All my people don't eat. I gotta eat. It was just talking about being stranded on Sunday to this man. I was trying to brush my teeth, put my nails on my hands, on my feet, in my phone. Gotta sit down, put another dick, try to figure out what I'm gonna eat. Place them online, but they always cheap. So I pull up and stew it all low free deep for 3 and 7 cheese. Bacon and cheese with a side of my favorite cereal. Before I leave, come my wallet, I ease in the car, looking at the let me see it. Yeah, let me know so I can do my way. Hey, what you got time for the day? Let me know so I can be on my way. Hey, what up, bottom? She fondles me. Oh, no. What? You ain't never seen books? You ain't never seen books? How long has it been since you seen a book? No, I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this. Bro. I'm talking about that.
Laughing at my jokes, but this ain't shit bad. Ooh, but don't play about money like them niggas. And this shit ain't bad. Cause I spit crash, my shit a wreck, I done miss like Riff Raff. Legal mess, hella messy like who did that. Little nigga, extra messy like who bitches mad. What's that you up? Another approach, I'm the president. So for me, they up their calls. Landing on the floors, so much food I got, put it on the floor. My woman from the slums, I can show her the world. My brother came home, this was the state. He wanted to go home, I know how to roll up. I've been hit back, ready to go backwards. What you got? These niggas have shit, really think they some cat. I get it next week. Blowing out this guy, this that real dope. Got the blowing out her back, she got real dope. This that real dope. And I'm black, yeah, I'm real dope. Look, blowing out this back, this that real dope. Got the blowing out her back, she got real dope. This that black, this that real dope. Yeah, and I'm black, yeah, I'm real dope. Going up, I'm at the point where I pay taxes. Property my first asset. She said her pussy so pretty, got her ass wet. So I said, show me. Let me into the head like I don't know where I'm going. Baby, missing my thoughts. Made me feel like Cody Rock. Never gave a fuck. Like my court in the bleach till they going nuts. Riding long, niggas always want they cut. All we do this shit and they ain't set up for this dunk. Every time I alley hoop a nigga, he fuck it up. Cause he won't shut his mouth. He gon' tuck his nuts before I diss you, nigga. I'm a diss you, nigga. Never hear about it in the sentence, nigga. Mom's a pops got sent this nigga. My fake home, I got her GED, but really a G, nigga. Really can't see me, nigga. Blowing out this back, this that real dope. Blowing out her back, she got real dope. Blowing out this back, this that real dope. Blowing out her back, she got real dope. This that back, this that real dope. And I'm black, yeah, I'm real dope. Blowing out this back, this that real dope. Blowing out her back, she got real dope. This that black, this that real dope. And I'm black, yeah. little chick who was hooking like the drown the fish. She had some sniffs, man. Shit, probably show some to a slug. So to remind me, these are those thugs. So we can make niggas love. Like the turn. I'ma tell you what I'm like. I'm mediocre. I'm a mediocre. They get burned in the deep down water. I'll be with it. Now focus. I'm around the chopsticks and the chopsticks. She can see my dog, she can my bottles. Keep them tough, yes. And I love it. It's that real dope. She got real dope. It's that real dope. You know, like, you know, real dope. No, it's that real dope. Blowing out her back, she got real dope. It's that real dope. You know, like, you know, real dope. Some folks care about that voice smell green, real loud, happy air, and all that shit behind these niggas always have mouth and couple months. Get the same clothes on and they shopping. Every dust, get the same clothes on and I'm shouting. I'm counting money. Never get the best design, never found one. Never hit a lick with myself, it's up on me. Top on this nigga, I ever hit from the tree. On my feet before I had no key. Trying to keep myself because I had a memory. Red bottoms around me, walking around to Charlie right now. It's just stock on the TNT chocolate. Blowing out this that real dope. Got the blowing out her back, she got real dope. It's that black, this that real dope. And I'm black, y'all real dope. Blowing out this that real dope. Got the blowing out her back, she got real dope. It's that black, this that real dope. And I'm black, y'all real dope. I said blowing out her back, she got real dope. Blowing out her back, she got real dope. And I'm black, y'all real dope. And I'm black, y'all real dope. Look, blowing out this back, cause it's real dope. Yeah, real dope. Blowing out this back, cause it's real dope. Hey, blowing out her back, she got real dope. Trace, nigga. I'm not there. If I see it, I box it. I do that boxing, cause I got it. I can play boxing, then not get it. You get bigger, I know the spot of lick. I give it my nigga. That's what I said. Just what I said. Come on, we ain't got options. How could we not see it? Come on, I can go for my spit. The things I spit, it's exciting. I had her thighs wet. I couldn't slide yet. I'm trying to progress. She naked, that's hard to progress. I wouldn't say yes. I'm gonna replay. She said I stay wet. It's not like I don't see it, but I don't get why I don't mix. I'm top 5, I'm top 10. I'm here, I'm not them. It's not like I don't see it, but I don't win why I don't mix. Top 5, I'm top 10. I'm here, I'm not them. It's not like I don't see it, but I don't win where I don't mix. I'm top 5, I'm top 10. I'm here, I'm not them. Yo, shit that you can't get. Since I ain't shit, since I ain't them. Bitch, I fly like a flight trick. And I'm fight with wasting time on nonsense. You a 9 threat and a 9 big. Baby, it's the box. It's the more bad at the car. Chain in my pocket. Hate I couldn't see you at the altar. Really hurt all this. Order me slaughter cuz, but I ain't bought a gun. Eye for an eye, that's a tongue for a tongue. But I really rather pay for cuz. They finna city lump. It's not like I don't see it, but I don't blend or I don't mix. I'm top 5, yeah, top 10. I'm here, I'm not there. It's not like I don't see it, but I don't blend or I don't mix. Top 5, they top 10. I'm here, I'm not there. It's not like I don't see it, but I don't blend or I don't mix. Top 5, they top 10. I'm here, I'm not there. Trick.
Mix this shit.
I'm just listening to Rod though right now, no?
The fuck?
So
He about to.
I'm about to break myself.
He got work in the morning.
When a girl says so like that,
no, because
look at that, every
AB
nigga should
over
turn
here.
around
So
like, hold on,
somebody
wait, what's going on?
So somebody more than Jack
I didn't wear that jacket.
It's like, hold on.
Not since I made it, but like before. That wasn't a jacket that I just bought. It was my own personal jacket. That's why I was like, I gotta finish this shit. This mix.
I
It's been tough. I wanted to
Get you a body.
I was somebody, but
No, I'm saying. She was trying to be brand new right now, you know? But you about to go slide to your favorite. Well, I'm about to try to get to the other time. I'm trying to say 2 for 1. We'll take 2 for 1. He said, oh, yeah. Right. Trying to say,
Foo ass niggas that can't come around. That's why I sus now. Stupid boys gon' bust down. Be careful on your blues when I touch down. And Color do the finance. Me and Color do the fly guys. I'm only B when I fly guys. Now you got the first black bitch. He said he did on some first class shit. Make it happen. We used to take that shit. Look, pockets touching. I can take that shit. Mine, yours, mine, yours. You can get the rundown. Sitting with boys cause these homes can't get shut down. I'm hungry, but I can't do the lunch-ins. Every time she see me, I was productive. I ain't slowing down cause I ain't rushing. I'm over gas, causing destruction. Can't be my brother back through a buzz, so I never wanna bust, Mama, hold your head, you as a soldier. Baby, I'm putting on this never over. Wish I could get that cancer out your cold blood. Wish my brother would've heard me in his coma. Mama, hold your head, you as a soldier. Baby, I'm putting on this never over. Wish I could get that cancer out your cold blood.
But how though?
Wish my brother would've heard me in his coma.
But how though, Zero, man?
No, they did that shit.
You ready to? You gonna pace yourself up? Heavyweight. Somebody can see. What? Ready with a jab, right? It's like keep me Somebody Louis, man.
Bitches gon' think I'm skate on. Feel like sports. Popping out, making niggas roll bounce. Top of nigga, I got about it. My kids is hard to pronounce. My kids really just chilling.
That's pretty much right here. I ain't hear my nigga Vito rapping so long. What's that right? You gonna get on the track? That's actually the song. I don't know.
My kids
Bro, you got the tag still on, bro. Stop that shit, bro.
what?
We got the tag on real shit like that, bro.
Nigga? Because I can't.
You know I be able to just write the whole part. Write the whole thing. You know, bitch on.
Why though? You got no reason.
I like the tag.
How you feel away?
I'm gonna make AMNGE tags and start putting them in everything. Let it hang. Think that'll be saucy?
That's right, though. You got your tongues out.
All black, go in, all black tag, go in and
You got your tongues out, though. You got your tongue out, bro. You can't have your tongue out, though, man. Zeno, though.
Why
you get your tongue out, bro?
All that matters,
I'm asking you, though, bro.
all that matters, about yourself. All that matters, is that good for you? All that matters is made now. Most all these things, I won't stop with these things. On my life, Lord, give me. I pray for you.
I guess. You ever seen your tongue out, bro?
Stepping up to a heavyweight.
You got your
Just fall practice.
I'm saying, though. It's crazy because you both got 13, so I know. That's what I'm saying. If I look better.
Up in the ocean.
That's a
Fresh, it's like a lotion. I'm sweating out. Get money with the cash out. Throw that shit. Throw it. What are hilarious. For these people, I won't stop for these people. On my life, boy. I pray for you.
It's a hard not life, but you live like us. So just, I swear to God, this shit is enough. My hands in cuts. Homies always fucking with us. And at the same time, I still gotta worry about me. This shit is a trigger. I'm chilling, trying to stack up these figures. I gotta leave your ass behind if you don't see the picture. I'm trying to get rich and wealthy. Niggas ain't the healthy. Ain't shit you can tell me. I'm hard. No soft ass, I know you feel me. Go hard, get your cash, but what they tell you, put your foot down on they ass, make them feel you. Go hard, get your cash, nothing to feel.
All that matters, why I ain't about the world. All that matters, don't worry about yourself. All that matters is they good for you. All that matters is right now. All these things, I won't stop with these things. All my life, go get I'll pray for you. I ain't fucking with you, playing mine, yeah. Do it all the time, ain't got no time to waste. Running for the thing, ain't got no time to play. Gotta get my plan, no time to really have a little every day. I'm ready to play the money, today I'm ready to play. I promise you can't bring me down, just look at my eyes. I'm leaving niggas in the back, I'm leaving gassed up. Nobody fucking with me, now you gon' get laughed up. Imagine me when I proceed to get my bag up. She ready for me, if she think I make her bag up. Cause I don't fuck with nothing that don't make it up. I'm on a mission, with the chicken's what I crave. I need it all, I can't afford to change. I do my thing, I'm in my the most one for these things. I won't stop with these things. On my life, go get me. I'll pray for you. Long as I do myself, don't I see all that matters, you know, shakes on the drums with the roll out it. When I my paper, I won't win. Can't do the record shit. Why I said, fuck what the record is. Spin a couple cities and it was already taken from you. And you the fast for cash. Because I was, you can put the serve and owe to some man. You should money up, baby. Tell me, from all that chatter, bitch, I'm stunned on you. If you ever get it, I just hope you learn something from all your battles. I can do it. That's a reason to be so ecstatic. When I be copacetic, they don't put things like me because they hope it's static. There's only one ABLC. That's all that matters. Why I care about my family? That's all that matters. Why it ain't about the wealth? That's all that matters. Are you worried about yourself? That's all that matters. Is that good for your health? That's all that matters. Why it ain't about my family? That's all that matters. Why it ain't about the wealth? That's all that matters. Are you worried about yourself? That's all that matters. Is that good for your health? That's all that matters. This may not be what most want for these things. I won't stop with these things. On my life, go get me. I pray for you, may not be what most want for these things. I won't stop with these things. On my life, go get me. I pray for you.
You said we need more.
Started with a city.
You said you need one more song. I mean, one more verse. Really. I mean, you want to make it just 20 minutes. Like that.
What you tryna do? Are we compatible? Twerk a little conversation. Hope that it get you naked. I ain't tryna waste no time. It's the quality. You want to take it quality. Don't force you to bother me. Instead, come inside of me. Nah, baby, just follow me. Gotta do it right. You know these bitches no capacity. Alphabet's watching me. Heard I'm pushing them out. You see, genuine like I'm a seed. I'm looking for type of green. Come to beat it up, baby. I'ma give you what you need. Already fly. You can lace me in the accessory. President of the bedroom. They elected me. It can be your first time. I ain't shooting. Hit you with the weaponry. You can be anywhere you want, but you next to me. Got a couple holes on my mind, but you interested.
Got a nigga stuck in the house like it's quarantine.
I like all of that.
She wanna spend.
Hey, party time.